All right. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to session. I have no idea. I need to look that up. 1 second.
It's so professional.
Session 30. Woohoo! Oh yeah. Session 30
30
of
times
Mysteries
7.
of the Sand. My PC died, so I'm on the laptop, so everything's horrible, and the video quality is horrible, and my audio quality is horrible. So yay! Just ignore me and listen to the better audio quality of the players who will introduce themselves. Go.
Flux. Searcher. Go.
Jenny and Cookie.
Nadine, expert. What?
Drawn. Really straight. Wait, I mean crooked.
Hello, I'm Callum, and I play Hector the Phylaceti.
Wow! Thank you, thank you, Callum, for actually. Yeah.
Everyone just like
Even the
straight
GM.
went.
Even the GM start.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so to recap, does someone want to recap what happened last session, because that might be better.
I'm pretty sure Jenny's the only one that has a record.
What? I'm reading. Sorry.
Does anyone else have a record? I just remember everything went to shit.
So, I recall up to the point when we all split off and Hector went his own way. So, we had dealings with a crocodile, and the crocodile is like cursed, poisoned. When we're trying to figure out exactly what it is, but we're pretty sure it's like a mixture of the two. But anyway, we went into its pen with the Steve Irwin clone, and we got into a bit of a fuck up. Lots of things went wrong. Hector nearly lost his arm. Adam, in a extremely intelligent display, knocked Hector out. Gamilla broke an arm and nearly died, but didn't. There were some healing mishaps that ended up with Gamilla joining Hector in the infirmary. Adam came along to the infirmary at probably the worst time. People got heated. Adam definitely got heated, mostly by Gamilla.
Literally.
But don't worry, we threw the bucket at him. He got fine. And people said some things they may or may not regret saying. People said some things that may or may not come up. And then we diverged in paths. So does someone want to take over from where we diverged? No? Okay then.
I'm pretty sure we all were in the infirmary.
No, we're all in the infirmary. And then we split off.
Does nobody remember, like,
There's like a ton
you
of
are
role
going
play.
to Appa's like alchemy shop and almost like
I
setting
remember what I'm eating.
You went to like the old lady's house, and
Oh yeah.
it's literally your backstory, Strawn.
I don't. I'm also eating. Okay.
Anyway, we went to see an old lady about some alchemy. I tried to impress her and failed. And then we found out that I think we need to find out like what exactly the poison was made out of so she can make an antidote or something. And we found out that it was bought by that one priest guy.
The main priest.
Yeah. But he seems to have bought it for someone else.
No, he made the thing himself.
Yeah, but he's not the one who was like, yeah, this was my idea. I'm going to poison the crocodile. But more like, yeah, I'm doing this for someone else.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and now we're on our way to the temple.
Yep.
Oh, do you guys want to do this like that night or like the next day? It's up to you.
Not the next day. Not the next day.
Just a
Yeah, I mean,
reminder.
I feel we're under quite a bit of time pressure, so.
Listen, just a reminder, it's only happening like around 22 hours later. So you do have some time. The next day,
Yeah, nah,
morning.
but still, who knows what's gonna happen?
Considering it's gonna be the end of the world, I don't
Yeah.
think there's an option to be late.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we should waste time.
All right. Like hey, if you don't want people to get healed, that's totally your call. I am on board with it 100%.
Hey, I'm fine and I don't care about the rest.
I kind of care, but just for certain people.
Wait, I randomly forgot what I was supposed to do. GM, man, GM. Okay.
He doesn't have his notes.
Yeah, it's
He's
so
vulnerable.
awful. God damn it. Oh, God damn it. All right. Like the worst part is like unless I mute the OBS audio track, it's like anything spoken through the speaker because it's like the laptop integrated mic is doubly getting feedback through the microphone, which is shit.
I can just mute. Yeah, you'll have to mute OBS.
Yeah, I
I
have to
believe.
mute OBS myself. God damn it. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So, Maya used luck. Yeah, I have that written down. Okay. Good. 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 What else? Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 Okay. I think like it's around. What was the time? Did we mention the time?
I think it was late evening.
Yeah, it was late evening when you arrived, so this is definitely later. So, I would say like 7:30 or 8 p.m. at night when this is happening, which is, cool. Um, oh yeah, Sedef decided to head home for the night. He's obviously not leaving his wife like alone and surrounded by all the animals and like with a giant tummy, even though she can handle herself. Uh, all right, and so the rest of you, Gamila, again, I need to remind you that Gamila is at 5 harm.
Ow.
Yeah.
Hit myself. Oh, headphone.
Just a casual 5 harm, like no big deal. Like everyone's, I think, it's just normal.
Still haven't removed one at least.
I
Like
thought somebody removed one.
like how do you want to remove it? It's like mostly like you're like the most of the damage is like um
Internal.
your mind, and
Would,
you are sore, you are sore in your shoulder because your hand got dislocated, but yeah, like
would sleeping help?
sleeping would
This is not
definitely
Earthbound.
absolutely help, but like waking up before next morning is another question entirely.
AKA no.
Oh, so no, that's a no.
No, sleeping will help. Sleeping definitely helps to heal. Yeah.
Yeah, then Camilla would heal for the night. Sleep.
All right, so who's helping Gamila back to the infirmary?
Not Adam.
Why? He just gonna walk
I don't
herself.
know. Maybe you set him on fire.
Camilla
It's
just
up to
walked.
it's up to Fatima, isn't it? Maya is just too like too
First of
selfish
all,
to
I
help.
can't walk, right?
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah, and then I'll just walk towards Zane.
Are you walking the way back? Yes or yes?
Yeah.
Okay, please
Yeah.
roll to act under pressure to not end up in a ditch somewhere.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay, good.
That's a success.
Hey, congratulations, congratulations. Your entire body is sore, but you are able to make your way back to the temple. Unless the rest of the group is waiting for you, though, they will definitely arrive much faster.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not waiting.
Same.
I'm so surprised.
I'm not gonna.
I've had it with this group.
Your face is also like, like you're also like wiping off sand from your face every so occasion because, dumping your
Yes.
face into a bucket full of sand.
Everything sucks and I hate it here.
It's
You can
rough and
probably wear a
coarse
veil
and
on that.
it's rough and coarse and irritating and it gets everywhere on your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, is Appa coming along?
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Anam, you have like the sheet of paper with the alchemical instructions, ingredients for the poison. The antidotes, anti-ingredients are not listed there. You do need to spend like multiple hours thinking on it to figure it out, but you can figure it out, of course. But you basically need to pull an all-nighter to figure it out by morning. So it's gonna take upwards of 4 or 5 hours to actually figure out.
okay. Looks like Anam's not sleeping tonight. Wait.
All right, okay, so you arrive at the temple. Gamila's still like along the way. She's gonna take a bit of time. So it's just the three of you, Anam, Fatima and Maya. And what do you do? The temple's basically preparing to like close for the night. There are a few like, late late evening prayers and stuff happening. You do hear the occasional growling, but it's certainly quieter. The Petsuchos is probably like preparing to like sleep also. It is indeed the same day, the day you arrived at Crocodilopolis, this town, earlier.
Wow, we just arrived today as well. There's so much stuff going on.
It's been an eventful day. So should we go see if our priest is still here? Talk to him?
I'm just hoping he's not gonna run.
Well, that's why we have guards here.
I mean, but
No, the
they
cards are
won't,
for him.
but they won't know to stop him from running.
Yeah, and nobody's gonna stop him from running. They're gonna stop us
We
from
can always
running.
tell them. We can always tell them.
That their head priest is gonna kill their god.
I think we should
No,
just go
just
and
say
see if
okay.
he's still here and then talk to him if he is.
Sounds like a good plan, but someone needs to watch the doors, and probably the windows.
I mean,
No, I
he
think we
doesn't know we know. He has no
But-
reason to run away at the moment.
We're just gonna talk to him, right?
Yeah.
wait.
I don't see no reason for us to be specifically on guard. We're just gonna talk.
Yeah, as I said, he doesn't.
Hey,
He
Camilla,
doesn't know we know.
you're still on the road. You're not here.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
confused
okay.
about it.
How are you? You just got here.
I mean,
Like
Wait
you
a
could
minute.
be waiting
you're
for her.
all
Yeah, that's
together. We're all heading to the temple. Why did you split up?
Nobody split up. I asked that Gamila is going to be walking slowly. Like, are the rest of the team like accompanying her? And they said no. So that's how they split up.
I thought. Oh well, too late. Too late for now.
Do we want to reset this? Like, do we want to
Man,
repeat?
let's roll with this. Let's just roll
Are
with this.
you waiting for Gamila to arrive or something?
Yeah,
All right, sure.
but at the temple, waiting at the temple.
Yeah, sure. So it's like, that she arrives, it's like almost, I would say, 8:45. Like they're pretty much starting like dinner time at the temple. It's almost over actually. So yeah.
Well,
Should have it up.
should we go in and see a guy about a poison?
Yep, we better go in before he's gone.
For the night. Sure. Camilla just takes her dinner with them. It's on the way.
Don't eat while you walk. You might
I
choke on the
like.
bone.
Where are you getting the food from?
Are they in
Vendors.
the temple?
No, we're
we're
at
at-
front.
In
You're
front
at
of
the front
the
of the
temple.
temple. You do know that like the temple infirmary will give you dinner and out of character information. One of you who stayed there with a broken arm is probably eating right now.
It's a broken arm.
It started
It-
Oh yeah, Camilla.
Me, I wonder who has a broken arm.
I mean, like,
Is Hector gonna get assassinated tonight or something while we're gone? Probably.
wait, where is
No?
Hector right now? Actually,
In the infirmary.
In the the temple.
The infirmary.
The infirmary
I'm going
in the temple.
into the infirmary.
oh, the infirmary is in the temple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That took me a while to realize as well.
Yes, it's inside. The temple is big. Like you can see the like larger green square is the temple, a rectangle.
Huh.
Yes.
Okay, I'm really confused now. Who's with us and who's
Okay,
not
just
with us?
everyone's with us by now. Camilla
Except
took her
me.
sweet time getting here.
Everyone except
Mhm.
for Hector is standing outside of the temple right now.
Okay.
Hector is in the temple. Has
Exactly.
been since you all went off to Thingy's place.
Yeah, and I think Gamila is also heading towards the infirmary to like try to sleep or something. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what she's doing. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Alright, let's go. Bound.
Yep. Let's go meet that big
Are,
priest.
are you like going to like meet up and share information with Hector, or are you just gonna leave him in the dark? I'm cool either way. I'm just asking.
I mean, we might as well just like give him the lowdown after everything's done.
Adam's gonna stay outside of the
I think Hector might need some time to cool off at the moment.
room. Wait, is this in character or out of character?
Both.
Yes.
Our
Yeah,
character,
don't worry.
our character, have we already met them in early in the day? I don't think they need any more reminding.
I mean, out of character, I'm fine. I think in character, my isn't particularly a fan of Hector at the moment. So
Gee, I wonder why. Perhaps Hector may have snapped at him or something. I don't remember. I don't know. At her, I mean. Sorry.
Let's just okay. Let's just not tell Hector. Camilla can probably tell Hector. Let's just go to the big priest.
Like two out of the 4 people that doesn't want to get close to Hector right now. For different reasons, by the way. Oh, she muted again.
All right. So,
Okay,
like,
so
are you like? Okay. So, how is the team splitting up? I'm guessing like Gamila is heading back towards Hector, and the 3 of you are trying to go visit this like priest or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, very nice. So I think like you you like ask around the guards, and like they do like direct you towards like Namrut's chamber, visitation, or like an office room or whatever. But like by the time you reach there, you see like a guard is kind of like closing the room uh, for the night. It's one of the guards you've like met before, because I don't want to come up with a new name because I don't have the name generator open in front of me. So their name is Anhur. So you've met him before.
Mm. What was the previous name?
Namrut.
Namrud. Okay. Hello, we're here to see Namrud. Is he still here?
Oh, you just missed him. He turned in for the night. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, he will. This room opens up at 7.
Oh, okay. But just uh just a question. Do you know where he lives?
Well, the priest chambers are on the temple grounds, near the canals, and he like points towards one of the boundary walls, and you see a few like housing inside the temple perimeter.
Here.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Then I guess we'll meet him tomorrow then.
So
Right. So unless yeah, so like he's also going to head up. So yes, unless you have accommodation inside the temple, it's about to close down for the night. So uh, do you need help? Are you lost?
Oh no, we have an inn. We just wanted to know
oh my god.
the magic wand.
What? No, no magic cons here. What's happening? No, no.
Oh no. Reality's
Oh,
breaking down.
okay, I just thought I heard like a huge ass whistle or something.
Anyway, back in character.
Okay. No, it's okay. We have our inn outside. We just wanted to talk to the priest before he went back. But I guess that's not the issue anymore.
Well, I guess let's go.
Yeah. So okay,
All right. What do you
I
do?
wait until
I'm
I
expecting
wait until
shenanigans, but what are you doing?
Yeah.
I wait until I'm out. We're out of earshot of the PS.
Oh
We're
yeah, the
not
guard.
waiting for next
Oh yeah,
tomorrow, are we?
the guard is going around like closing the various rooms. So yeah, like once like you tell him that you have an in and you'll come back tomorrow, he's just like nods and like moves on to close the other rooms. So
So
Yeah.
we're not leaving, right? We're gonna find the priest quarters, yes?
See,
You read my
we're
mind.
breaking down that bastard store.
Good.
Leaving the three of us together is not a good idea. This is out of character.
I mean, to be
Out of
honest,
character. This is the
any
best kind of
combination of
this
the
is the best kind of team because we're actually organized chaos.
Are we?
No, not really.
Well, we can commit minor terrorism, and you can actually get away with it if you don't get caught.
God.
well, wait, that's always true.
Oh yeah.
like that's
I
always
mean,
true for like literally anything. You can commit anything as long as you get away with it and don't get caught.
yeah.
Yeah, and we're masters of self. Well, maybe not for Adam, because he has a bad track record.
Bad as in he keeps getting caught. Yeah, then that's true.
And I guess we're making our way over to the wall.
Yeah, I would guess that the three of us are like walking towards the priest's quarters.
Yeah, the priest quarters. Cool. So like as you reach there, like Remember, like now it's pretty much getting late enough that you may need to do stealth checks or whatever what the equivalent is, because if you get spotted, you might be like escorted out.
Can I
Might be
use?
better if we all split up. Can we all split up, or
What?
might be less suspicious if we all split up? What do you all reckon?
Splitting up. I think that's a bit of a bad idea. Oh no, actually, it's an okay idea because this is
Yeah.
like the temple.
And I mean, if one of us gets caught, the other two still have a chance to get there.
Yeah, let's see who's gonna get caught.
Oh, definitely
Oh,
me.
what?
All right. Okay. So the three of you are splitting up, right?
Yep.
Wonderful. All three of you roll me. If you have any sort of move that helps in stealth or anything, you may roll that. But otherwise, roll me and act under pressure to reach there, like hidden.
Can I
Reach your
use this?
destination.
I have totally read about sneaking around.
And
Can I use often overlooked for this?
oh my god.
Okay, one by one.
Act on
Okay, I was going to say Maya, you could probably use a woman with the plan to arrive safely, but I need to look up what that does actually.
I don't think that helps. Would it?
Woman with a plan is something that's planned beforehand, right?
Spend the hold to be where you need to be prepared and ready.
Certificate. Kailan? Hanapin ko. Sinend ko ba yun sa'yo? Sinend ko ba sa'yo? Hindi. Paalala mo nga.
bahasa Philippines, bahasa apa ya?
Tagalog. Is she done? Is she off the laptop right now?
Probably.
Is she AFK?
Probably. Is-
Let's see if the three of
I
you actually
actually
did like rolls or something. One sec. All
I
right.
want to do something cheeky.
All right. One sec. Okay. Let's see. Um. Okay. So Maya rolled.
So this thing,
Maya rolled a 9. Okay. You want to use often overlooked. What do you want to avoid?
the guard probably.
the guards, anyone that's like try in my way towards the preset
Well,
quarters.
well, the issue is if you're acting all crazy in a temple at a time when they're closing down, they're probably more likely to escort you out. So, no, that move actually achieves the opposite thing.
So it was sharp,
This is
wasn't
one
it?
of the few situations where acting crazy doesn't help. I would say one of the many situations where it doesn't help.
Well, it could be mean like crazy as in like he's doing the dun 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 dun.
Yes, that considers drawing attention. Like this is, listen, if you're going to walk around like Kronk and then like humming to yourself your own theme song, you're going to get spotted.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a shot.
Emperor's
Okay.
New Groove references, go.
It's
It's
Whoa.
cool, but okay.
not sharp.
Oh no,
Finally,
it's cool.
NM knows how to sneak. Finally.
Okay, what's your cool rating?
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
act on a as a cool rule. roll. It just isn't for me because I have read about this sort of thing.
It's
Oh,
it's cool.
it's -1. You can keep this roll because it I think turns you into a 8.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Let's
Yeah.
take that roll, but I just want to roll cool just to see what happens.
Alright.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Let's take the 8. It's the same thing, but
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Anyway, I use Guardian. I use my Guardian.
Okay, what do you want to do?
This Guardian me just like as like I'm sneaking around. I kind of like one of the guards probably like caught wind of me. Just kind of like praying that that something happens and they don't see me. And this Guardian kind of like distracts the guard.
Okay, alright. So this is happening without the knowledge of Fatima the character, correct?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
I,
Hmm. Interesting.
this is
Actually, why don't you roll flat? Roll flat
Roll flat.
2d6, yes.
Oh, I have a 1+1 to cool. Oh well.
too late.
Oh,
Go ahead.
That's our 2, 6.
Just put a 10. Oh,
Nice.
Alright.
so
Okay. Alright. Okay.
any.
Alright. Okay, so to recap, Maya and Anam gets the middle roll, and Fatima rolled like the success. Okay, good. Okay.
This is gonna go to shit.
Oh, of
Of course it is.
just a reminder. This I don't remember if I said this, but I intended these to be like low stakes rolls. So yeah.
Oh, these are low stakes.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's like the low stakes has like a bad effect of like not letting you get where we need to be.
No, it that counts
Not
as low
necessarily.
stakes as long as it doesn't
Yeah,
like
like
affect it.
the low stakes only mean is that like if you miss, you don't get XP. But I also can't do like a permanent bad stuff to you.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
And
not
also,
permanent,
I
but being
definitely
barred
cannot,
and seriously not is pretty bad.
I definitely cannot directly harm you on the miss of a low stakes roll. That's like not allowed on my definition, of course. Like you can see in the pinned messages that it's there. All right. Anyway,
So,
for
like any
clarification.
middle roll, it doesn't change. That's
Yeah,
all.
no. Middle roll, high roll doesn't change. It only changes the lower roll. Yeah. Okay.
All right, kick us, fam.
Okay. What are you worried about, Flux? Your character succeeded.
I
I
worry
know.
about
I
the
was
others.
like, bro.
I worry about the others.
All
That's
right.
actually that's the first time in this whole group anybody's worried about another.
Oh my
Are you
gosh.
kidding me?
All right.
Are you kidding
Oh
me?
wait, no.
Okay.
Technically, there is that.
Okay. Let's continue. So you three are going along three different paths to reach this, like your destination. Okay. Tell me like what each of you are doing to reach like reach this location unseen. Your failure or
Wait,
hard choices will
you
obviously come
you
from
guys
that.
are doing a heist?
All right. Oh,
Pretty much.
okay.
What?
So let's start
Pretty
with one
much,
by one.
yeah.
Let's start with one by one. Who rolled first?
Nadine.
I
Good. Maya, how are you reaching your destination of this thing, trying to avoid all these guards? They're, again, not guarding right now, but they are kind of like changing shift, preparing to like set up for the night, stuff like that. Preparing for the night shift. Some of them are going to bed, that kind of stuff.
I'm just mostly trying to stick to the shadows, especially if I see anyone and just wait until they pass me by or are distracted by something else.
Good. All right. Hmm. What's that going on? Surprise to fail. Okay. Here's a hard choice. You're trying to stick to the shadows of the buildings, the brushes, the a little bit of like palm trees and stuff that there are. You're like going along those shadows and trying to keep out of sight. As you're going, you end up accidentally kicking one of the potted plants and making noise. So here's what like here is your price to pay. You have to like essentially drop down into the mud, like the muddy soil, and get extremely dirty. But like nobody's gonna see you, or you could get spotted.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? Maya's not scared of getting a bit dirty.
to be honest, I figured that Maya would be just spotted instead.
No, I mean she's probably done some things in pursuit of monster knowledge. I don't think she's a stranger to mud.
She traveled on boat, like ship, multiple times, so
She's not squeamish about that sort of thing.
All right, cool. Like she dives into the mud. I was going to say ducks and dives and just combine them into dikes.
Yeah.
Wait, no, dike is an actual word.
Yes, I am aware. She ducks and dives into the mud, muddied, sandy soil, and the guard doesn't see anyone. The guard does see the potted plant that got knocked over, and kind of like wonders if it's like guard kind of calls out, "Here, kitty, kitty, is that you, kitty?" I guess not. All right. And he's gonna like put the like pot back on place and like go on their way. Good. Okay, next person, Adam. Adam, hey, remember you sprained your leg earlier?
I know.
I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen.
Can I first explain how I want to say it?
Yes, sorry, go.
Okay, so like Adam goes to the sides of the building and like does the one that Flux said, the Mission Impossible theme song. Without humming. He just imagine like there's a theme song there. He like looks side to the side and he's gonna like crawl on the ground throughout the court. In the middle of the whole temple.
Okay, good things happen because you're crawling. You're mostly putting the pressure on your knees and not your ankles, so it's not going to sprain. You are, however, suddenly like bump your head into something soft and furry, and there's a noise. You see the cat that the guard was recently looking for staring at you, confused. What are you doing? You realize the cat's going to try to the cat's going to definitely raise an alarm. Like, it's just going to continue mowing at you until like or do something. That's your hard choice or price to pay. This is your figured out this problem, this complication.
Oh god.
Adam's just gonna grab the cat and throw it away.
Wow.
He's not gonna kill the cat, he's gonna throw it away.
So you grab the cat. Like the cat appears to be friendly, so it's like not like trying to run away. This is clearly one of the cats that roam around the temple. And you're throwing it away.
Trying to throw it very far away from where I am.
Roll flat. Let's see the gods decide.
Wait, it's 2d6. There you go.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Okay. All right. I'm going to say what's happening. Okay. Flux. Fatima. How are you arriving at your destination?
I think I said like a snippet of it. So like I kind of like I'm actually being a bit bold this time. Like if I have I'm exuding confidence, you probably won't notice a thing. Like I'm just like returning home. Like I've already stowed away my robes or something. So I'm kind of like
Okay.
going.
I see. Yeah. I see. I think you are doing that, and one of the guards, like nearby guards, does notice you and like goes to like talk to you. Hey, are you new? And suddenly, like out of nowhere, this goddamn cat comes and lands on his hands. Like, Kitty, what are you? What happened? um and you use this opportunity, like let's just say like your guardian probably is the one who's kind of like this guy kind of looks down at the cat and then and tries to look around and I don't know, is probably sees your probably sees like the wisp in the distance and is like, is that where you came from, Kitty? And goes to investigate, kind of like forgetting like thinking this to be a more pressing concern than the potential like temple resident, so leaves you on. This is the kind of stupid shit I love. It's like randomly introduce like the concept of a temple cat, then suddenly another person bumps into the cat, and then suddenly the third person deals with the flying cat. All right, okay. So you three arrive like at the housings. There are a few housings, not a lot. I'd say like four or five housings. And yeah, these are like small one-story hut, there's it's not like a hut. It's like one-story flat roof housing. Not too big, but moderately well furnished from the outside. It's probably very well furnished inside because it's like for the priests and stuff. But yeah, what do you do? There's five houses here. By the way, all of them have words light inside, and you do hear like people shuffling about on the inside. So yeah,
Who's going to be the first one to arrive, actually?
I imagine because Fatima's the first to arrive because she was just basically like walking along like a pro, whereas the other of you, one of you dived into mud and another of you was crawling around.
Urban evasion.
It's not urban, but yeah. Okay, so once what's this?
You guys should be investing.
The cutest throw ball in history. Okay.
Alright, so I
Back
that first.
into
Oh,
character.
sorry. Back in character. Okay.
Like you all arrive like mostly similar. I think it's like just like semantics. It's like Fatima reaches first and then soon notices Anam kind of crawling along the ground, somewhat like shaking his shoulders, probably to some music only he can hear. I'm sure he's not really humming, but he is certainly shaking his shoulders. And you also notice Maya coming with a very annoyed expression on her face, and the front part of her robe is completely covered in mud, and her face is mostly covered in mud. On the bright side, the mud is covering all the burn marks she just recently got, so there is that. But she certainly does not look like the regal, well-dressed scholar she usually does.
Oh my god, what the hell happened to both of you?
Nothing. Let's move on.
No,
was just
we're
listening
not
to my
getting there.
own music.
You looking like that. Also, Adam, stop doing that.
Oh, sorry. It's the music in my head.
Okay then.
let's
Maya, I
see
think I have some
where-
spare rope here you can use.
Well,
You grab it in your
don't think right now
emergency
is the
bag.
time for me to get changed. So let's move
Maybe
on.
over your clothes or something. Make it
I'm
more
fine with you
presentable.
changing right here.
Shall we
Yeah.
slap him? Shall we
Fuck
slap him?
off.
Okay, wait, are you actually slapping me or no?
Just asking my. Shall we slap him?
I don't care what you do. Let's just move on.
All right.
Okay, so first of all, we need to know which room is his. Okay.
Is there a nameplate?
There is actually, you know what? Yeah, there probably would be. So yeah, if you go around, I think you see like on the wall of the house, there's like a symbol. So it's instead of a nameplate, it's the symbol of the position of the person. And lucky for you, I think like Semeps has told you of like Namrut's position as well as Setiv. So you do know which one is Namrut's house. So you.
God damn it. I just instantly saw the GIF as well. Okay. Okay. How do we go in? Are we just going to barge in? Or are we going to knock?
I mean, we can knock and then barge in.
By the way, there are like windows. So if you want to sneak, that's like sneak a peek. That's also valid. But you can also barge in. That's up to you. I'm just letting you know your options.
I mean, I think it wouldn't hurt to start off trying to be polite and just knock and see what happens.
Oh, I thought polite was like eavesdropping.
No.
Well,
We
to be
need
fair,
to
that is
work
pretty
on your
polite.
definition of
Where I come
polite.
Okay, so knocking it is. Knock, knock, knock.
There's a shuffling noise inside, like a more hurried shuffling. Yes, who is it?
What do we respond? What do we respond?
It's me, your guard.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What did you say? I missed
Adam
that. Sorry.
replies. Adam replies. It's me, your guard.
And is something the matter? You hear him like approach the door.
We heard there might be a few people that's like sneaking around. Did you notice anything weird?
He opens the door and sees the three of you.
Adam straight away goes in to like cover his mouth.
Oh my god! This is not polite, Adam!
Oh, it's too late. We're all barging in. It's me and Fatima just starts pushing both of them in.
Hello? You're
No,
wait, you're not the guards.
Adam wants to like just straight away rushes in and cover Nemrut's mouth if possible.
Holy shit!
Before
Okay.
Adam does that,
Just
am I going to change my mind?
listen. Are you doing that? Yes or no? Just
Oh my god! 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 Oh my god!
Oh shit! Am I going to make this? Oh no! This is probably going to be one of. This is probably going to be one of Adam's toughest decisions.
Are you doing that, Anam? Yes or no?
You know what? This is going to be the first time Adam's going to think about this and say no.
Okay, he has asked you a question. You aren't the cards.
No, we're not. But we do need to talk to you.
What happened to you? Did you fall in the mud?
It doesn't matter what happened to me.
Well, can it wait till morning? It's night.
No.
Visiting hours are over.
It can't wait. This is pretty important. You could say end of the world important.
right. Anyway, I'm not taking visitors tonight, so why don't
You
you?
are. This is not a negotiation. We are talking.
We have
You have.
an
Listen, I don't know what kind of priorities you have, but unless you leave me alone right this moment, I'm going to call the guards.
Call them and we'll tell them that you're responsible for what's happening with the crocodile.
Oh shit, son. Oh shit, son. He doesn't say that. That's me saying that. Oh shit, son. Okay, now
I don't want him to say that though.
one second. I need to reassess how this guy is going to respond to that. God damn it.
Oh my god.
yeah, this is gonna be an important decision now, isn't it?
I think he should respond with, "Oh shit, son."
I need to look up this guy's like behavior on the thing. One second.
I just remembered him to be like a stingy, very strict kind of old man.
He's gonna fucking murder me.
Don't worry. If he ever calls the guard, I'm gonna do the one that I wanted to do but shouldn't.
I'm sure the correct response is, "Fuck, you caught me. Come on, we'll talk civilized in here." And totally not. God, he's slandering.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to like pause this scene right here at this epic moment and not like and give you a troll face in return and go to where Gamila and Hector are in the infirmary to see what kind of shenanigans they are up to. Hector, you are eating, you have been given some infirmary food, which is somehow shockingly better in a meta knowledge than present day hospital food in the 20th century AD. CE. I don't know how they did it, but it's the facts anyway. Gamila arrives.
Hello, guys. What you doing?
Just me. How are you? What is
Oh.
this?
I think they were talking about meeting the asshole priest.
Well, as long as they don't get into too much trouble, I'm sure they're
I
fine.
mean, now that I think about it, would I have something on my character that basically says, hunches when something bad is happening?
You do, don't
What?
you?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Would I sense that something's wrong happening? Or do I have to roll it?
You, yeah, it does involve a role. Yes, it does involve a
Okay.
role.
Then I will roll that.
Roll hunches.
Wait, what is he rolling?
That's a success. Gamera just freeze in front of you, Hector, and say, there's a slight smile creeping and there's a big smile creeping up, and say, yeah, I think they're doing great.
What do you do? Because like the winning roll of hunches gives you. Could you like post that on the thing, on the chat?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So you suspect what's happening where? Now,
Something about, yeah.
yeah, just a reminder. Just because you know where you need to go just in time to get there, you don't have to. But like,
Yeah.
you certainly know where to go, but you don't have to. It's up to you.
Here's the thing. Gabriela's just gonna stop. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. There's something's wrong. I'm sure they're gonna do something stupid. I just felt something. Do you wanna check it? And I look at Hector.
They were going to speak to a priest, yes?
Yes, in the middle of the night.
We have
And Adam is with
deniability
them.
if we're in here.
I see.
We can't,
Then I
we
guess
can't
I'll
help
just.
them if we're all caught in whatever they're in.
Huh. They're not going. Then I'll
I
just stay with here
yeah.
and go sleep too.
I'm probably going to stay up for a while just in case we hear anything from them, but it's best that we don't get all of us stuck in the same trouble. If
Hmm.
there is trouble going on, I trust them to get out of it if they do. But if they don't, then we can help. That we can better help them from the outside.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Hector's pragmatism is impressive. I'm just wow. Listen,
Thank you. I guess I'll take that as a compliment.
the group made you like this. You know, I'm pretty sure Hector was a much more stand-up guy before meeting the group.
Hey, he's like this isn't like a bad thing. He's just he's making the point of like if they're
I'm not saying it's a
dealing
bad
with
thing.
it.
I'm just saying it's less of a good thing, but it's not a bad thing.
It isn't less of a good thing. It's a less of a dumb thing. It's the same good level of good because he'll help them out if they get in trouble.
Yeah, I mean,
from the
he
outside.
is right.
Like if all of us get caught, then there's
Okay,
there's
all
no
right, all right.
benefit
Oh,
to
okay,
anyone.
okay. So the two of you enjoy your meal while the rest of the three of them are getting caught in whatever nonsense they are. The two of you just calmly enjoy your meals and turn in for the night in all very
In,
peaceful
he-
like.
in Hector's viewpoint, if they're dealing with a priest, their most likely danger is getting caught by the guards, and as long as they don't physically resist, they should be fine until sunrise.
Yeah, on Gamila's side, if Hector's not gonna be there, she wouldn't. There's no use using her powers to control someone.
Understandable. Have a nice night. Okay, so you two are turning in for the night. Wonderful. Unless something weirder happens. So good.
I'm,
Good.
yeah, I'm not turning in. I'm going to stay up just to keep it
Oh
in
yeah,
to
no,
the
no.
ground.
Yeah. Like you're just like, you are just like not heading out. Good. Good. All right. Back to the situation at hand. So Maya just said, we're going to tell them that you, what exactly is the word you used?
I think it just said that he's responsible for what's happening here, the crocodile, something like that.
All right. Okay. Hmm. Do you have any move for that, or like, are you just like, yeah? I'm just checking.
Huh. I mean, would there fall under a woman with a plan? Like, I have evidence that he was involved. Thanks to talking to Appa.
You know what? Because we use that so rarely, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
I think your reaction, like the way you calmly said it, is what unnerves him. He's like he's like very startled, suddenly taken aback, and then he like tries to like chuckle and what do you mean? This is no time. This is a serious matter. The god being sick is a serious matter. Those are extremely um, those are extremely serious accusations you're making, young lady.
Well, we have proof.
Proof? What sort of proof do you have? This kind of like, his voice is suddenly like turning slightly high pitched. Definitely not
And then,
nervous or anything.
and then he's gonna close the door behind them. Don't worry, we have time.
No. Are you like pushing him indoors because he's definitely pliable for that right now?
Oh, Yeah, if like that, Adam's gonna like push him slightly. Don't worry, let's talk inside.
Uh, hmm, hmm. Is anyone trying to convince him? He will try to resist otherwise. Persuade, I mean.
Oh, persuade.
It could be
The
any
thing
one of
is,
you.
Maya's the one that's talking to him.
Yeah, I mean, my charm isn't great, but like, I could try.
Roll it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah, yes.
I like that this particular trio's highest charm is 0.
Yeah, let me check my charm. 0.
Really?
How are you guys so bad at talking to people?
How do I have the highest charm in this group?
I have 0. I have 0 too. I should roll. Oh well.
I have -1, so I can't say anything.
Can we all like help at the same time?
Oh my gosh.
No.
Like help doesn't stack. So even if anyone
Alright.
successfully helps, it will be a 6.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
All right. I think that's a failure. Like Maya, what are you like? You're like saying, like, are you elaborating on this, evidence thing? He's like, what are you talking about? What sort of evidence? And it's like that's your reply, and that the reply is whatever is gonna be a 5. So also take XP.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have 4
We
XP.
know.
I'm sure you want that.
We know where you got the things needed to poison the crocodile.
I don't know what. I think he's he's slightly taken aback. He slightly walks backward a little bit, but then like regains composure. He stands up straight and is like, "Listen, this little joke of yours has gone on for too long, and I have entertained you more than I should have. Now, you are going to leave this temple within immediately, or I will call the guards." And he goes to like shout.
Make me.
He's about to shout. Does anyone do something?
Adam's gonna. Yep.
What if
You
we
know what
told the
Adam's
guards
gonna
first
do?
that you were the one who poisoned it?
Yeah, that thing's not gonna work anymore. Maya's already tried that. Like you
Yeah.
need a different approach. So what are you doing? He's about to shout. What are you doing?
Adam's gonna do the thing.
What's the thing? I don't know the thing. I'm terrified.
Oh, my
Adam's
ears.
is going
My
to
ears hurt.
rush. Sorry, Flux?
My ears hurt. From any
Yeah, you
low
have to
quality
lower
mic.
down any.
I'm so
You have to
sorry.
lower down
The
any.
laptop microphone is shit. I'm so sorry.
Why don't you just plug in your microphone from the computer?
I can do that, but there is no way to suppress the laptop microphone.
I think you can choose. I think you can choose on the.
No,
On
I
this
can't.
one.
I tried it this morning. I can't. There's no choice.
Oh, okay.
No.
There's a compatibility issue there. Okay, so here is what Adam's gonna do. Adam's going to rush in, cover Namrud's mouth, and pin him to the floor.
Okay.
We are going to do the thing.
Oh, do you have a move for that, or it will be kick some ass?
Oblivious to danger. No, afterfire. No. No. That's often overlooked, but I don't think that's actually suitable here. Yeah, I think it's just kick some ass.
Then kick it, my good friend. Kick it.
Please be a good one.
Yeah.
For Anam, dumb shit, it says top priority.
Okay then. All right then. Okay then. Let me read up kick some ass.
Wait, what is some as
All right. Do you have it upgraded? Do you have it upgraded? No. No.
No, I don't.
Oh my god. He's gonna die.
Okay, so this is kick some ass. So you get to choose one. You get to choose one extra effect from the 10 plus list. There are options under the basic moves. You can like see it.
But I still take damage from it, right?
Yes. Hey, you're fine. It's not like you're at 5 harm or anything.
Oh, wait, no. I still have my artifact, which minuses 1 harm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take the effect of force them where you want them.
Ooh.
Sorry? Annie?
I said spicy. That's all.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right. 1 second. Let me look up your Wait, what am I checking?
Rule 34.
What's happening? Oh, okay.
Anam and the priest.
Okay. Okay. 1 second. Let me check the guy's return damage or whatever.
Annie, when you push the push to talk thing, you have to wait like an extra second because you keep cutting off.
Okay. My bad. What's your harm?
Just basic harm?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I meant like, what's your HP? You're at 3. Okay, right now you're at 3. Wow. Jeez.
Yes. Is that gonna be an issue?
We'll see. We'll see.
Shit.
You are like, you're not like attacking him, right? You're not using any weapon to attack him. You're just like keeping his mouth
Yeah.
shut, right?
Yeah, keeping his mouth shut while pinned to the ground.
Excellent. Okay, very nice. All right.
This is where his poison shank ends your existence.
So, wait, what now?
We assume this guy is at least partially responsible for, at the very least, produced the poison, if not was the one responsible for applying it. So, like, the idea of him just having like a dagger or something with the poison on isn't far out, like, out of the veil.
While you are completely correct, here's what happens. So Anam rushes in using this sudden opportunity. See that guy is about to shout. He slams his hand on the guy's like mouth and just pins him to the ground before he could do like say a word. It's like he goes to shout for the guards, and the only word that comes out, the only sound that comes out is a muffled thunk of his body hitting the floor, and then he's like, "Mm." You have him pinned down.
Yes. Oh, so there's no damage.
Indeed, there is
Cool.
no counter
Wait,
attack.
that's
Why does it scare me more?
oh no.
There is no counter
Oh
attack
no, the voice.
from the guy. The guy is extremely physically frail compared to you. It's almost like they spend their life like indoors or something.
Okay. But why am I hearing laughter?
I'm laughing because you're all afraid.
Okay, yeah, because like, god damn it, it's like scary to hear the GM just laughing maniacally.
I'm laughing because you guys are afraid that like there is no counter damage, but you know. Okay. Okay. From a meta mechanical perspective, you as a player, what does this mean when you attack someone and they don't heart back? What does that mean?
As a player, that just means that that guy is pretty much neutralized.
Yep. There we go. You neutralize him. You got him.
Oh,
Hopefully not
cool.
dead.
No, he's fine. Like he
No,
like
he's not dead, folks.
Anam has completely overpowered the guy and pinned him down to the ground. You have control. You have literally the upper hand because you're not only above the guy and sitting on top of him basically, and your mouth is your hand is up on his face. You have the upper hand. Okay, I'll stop on the joke. But the rest of you can quickly come inside and close the door behind him. You have taken control of the guy's face and mouth and body. Go.
I like how Annie has to reassure us that this guy is pinned down without us taking damage.
So let's talk, shall we? Why
Yeah,
don't
you're
you?
not gonna shout anymore. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Maya.
So why don't you?
Oh, by the way, one reminder, Anam does have a small knife, so if he wants to use that small knife to say like hold it near his somewhere and like anywhere and just take off the mouth, then you don't have to keep pressure on his mouth anymore.
Ooh, if like that can. Oh no, I'll let Maya talk first.
So why don't you tell us what exactly you did, why you did it, and for who you did this?
Okay, now Adam's gonna grab the knife, lick the. No, before that, Adam's gonna grab the knife, and don't you dare shout. And then like licks the sharp point of the knife, and then puts it on Namrud's neck, and then
I am absolutely going to tell you to take like low stakes act under pressure to not cut your tongue.
shit. Oh, no. I didn't expect that to get lost.
It's low stakes, so like cutting your tongue, I'm not going to do any damage. You're just going to nick it really, so it's not going to do any damage, but you're like ouch. Oh, okay. You don't okay, you don't cut your tongue, but you do like fumble with the knife getting it out of your buckle, so it may have like ruined your reputation as a hardcore criminal in this priest's eyes. Not that it matters, but you don't cut your tongue.
Okay, and I'm just gonna put the knife on his neck, and then just like let's go off his like the hand that covers him off.
All right, yeah.
And I swear, if you shout, this is gonna do something.
What 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 do you mean? What do you want from me? What do the three of you want from me? Who are you people?
We're the ones trying to save everyone right now. So why don't you tell us everything you know?
Uh, me, do you even know who I am? I'm one of the head priests here.
Oh yeah, we know exactly who you are. But we're not impressed.
I could have you all arrested and put in the quarries for the rest of your life for this.
Mm-hmm. You can try.
Just answer her.
Like, are
But
you
we know that you're behind this.
are you showing him like the sheet of paper or something like to prove you're
Yeah.
okay, cool. Anam, you have it. So, like, I think you got like pissed that this guy is just like talking back, like talking smack, and you just bring that piece of paper outside and then show it in front of his face. And maybe also
Okay.
mention like you bought all these from Appa's store or something.
I'm not gonna say Appa store because I'm pretty sure she doesn't like the attention as much now. So what Adams is gonna do is like take out the piece of paper and like shows it to Namrud and then says, "This, tell us about this."
Also, yes, chaotic. That video is indeed what was playing through my head when the Strawn said he was like Adam's gonna lick the knife.
Maybe I can send a video.
All right. Okay. I think when you show the face, his like Namrud's face just goes incredibly pale. It's like wait where did you get that?
We're the ones asking questions right now.
Look, it's this is all just a misunderstanding, okay? The god has been a bit on edge recently. Yes, but they'll be all better in like 2 days. The effect only lasts for 2 weeks.
Why did you do it? And who told you to do this?
Who told me? Nobody. No, nobody told me. I just wanted to try out a little bit of alchemy. Yes, that's it. That's that.
And
Yes, we don't believe you,
Annie,
so try again.
Annie, is he lying?
Gee, you
Obviously.
think?
He is definitely lying.
I don't use this
Everyone got
skill
talent.
much. Okay.
Yeah, if only
Did
like
you
your
need to
intuition is
question
better
that?
than to detect lies.
I don't use it as much. Just let me take the. Just let me get some gratification of having this skill.
He's lying so badly. He's like the worst liar you've ever seen. You're pretty sure you've heard 2-year-old kids that can barely speak lie better than this guy.
Okay. And I'm just gonna press the knife a little bit harder.
Yeah, why don't you try this again, but this time you tell us the truth?
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. I forgot the push to talk again. God damn it. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. He says. What's it? What's it? That's my neck. Okay. Look. This old lady. This old lady. Just she wanted to try out a little bit of Heka, a little bit of alchemy on Petsuchos, and she said that Petsuchos would be perfectly fine. And she his eyes dart around the room, and you're pretty sure you can spot in a corner of the room a sack full of coins. She you know.
Yeah, we know. So this old lady, tell us more about her. What did she look like? What was her name?
Uh, I'm well, she was an old lady. You know they all look similar, old wrinkled.
Okay.
You're basically going to have to persuade him just a little more for that name.
Hey, Adam, put some pressure on that.
Wait, what would Adam do? Okay, Adam's gonna like just cut a little bit of his neck, like made a little bit of blood come up.
Oh wow. Okay. It's like roll me a persuade. But wait, not with charm, not with charm. You get to choose what rating you use as long as you can justify it.
0. You can choose 0, right?
Wait, this is who's persuading who
Yeah.
exactly?
Annam. This is Annam's persuasion because Annam is holding the knife. So you can choose whatever, like you can justify, you can roll with tough, you can roll with cool, you can roll with sharp, weird, whatever you can justify, like to using him, like using to scare him. Likely tough, I guess, because you're
Yeah,
like presenting
yeah,
yourself
because
as a
I'm physically
dangerous,
holding
tough
him down right
person.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use tough just to show my manly side. Apparently.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Finally, Adam does something.
yeah, he's gonna do like he's gonna listen to what you're saying for the reason you give him, which is tell us or we kill you. You don't have to say it out loud. It's implied.
But we do want to say it out loud.
Hey, if you want to say it out loud, you can say it out loud. Nobody's stopping you. Okay. Please stop. Please stop. Her name's Antigone. I'm pretty sure it's a fake name.
Anything else you can tell us?
Fatima, the name obviously sounds familiar because you saw it previously on the town's records.
Has he said it yet, or?
I'm
Yeah, he
sorry.
already said it.
Wait, sorry. Okay.
Right, yes, sorry.
Fatima recognizes the name Antigone. Yeah. And because she saw
Wait.
it earlier in the day with Hector in the town records that she pointed out. Antigone, hold on.
Say that again. Antigone?
Antigone. Antigone.
Sorry,
If you want to
sorry,
spell
that
it.
was in character. That was in character.
Oh.
Say that again. Antigone?
Antigone, yeah. That's the name she used. I'm pretty sure that was a fake name, though.
Okay, I'll try to. I've forgotten like why we went. Cause, so yeah, we got Antigone, but like what was it?
Fatima noticed the name Antigone because Antigone is one of the four offsprings of Oedipus Rex, and Fatima found it strange because the team has already is dealing with two of the people using names of two of the offsprings of Oedipus Rex. I forgot the name, Polynices and Eteocles. Antigone being the third name they've come across. You just came across in the morning at the town hall and you pointed it out. And now this guy is saying this old lady named Antigone put him up to this.
Isn't that one of the offsprings of Oedipus, right? Wait, sorry. The offsprings. One of the four offsprings.
One of the daughters. I say offspring
Yes,
because when
that.
I'm like talking to when I'm referring to all four of them, but Oedipus Rex in the
Yeah,
play
you know
had.
what? I'm going for offsprings. I just don't care about gender. Let's just not
Okay,
care
cool.
about gender.
Yeah, cool.
Isn't that one of the four offsprings?
Look,
That's the person. That's the person who's behind all this.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a fake name because Oedipus Rex is just a play. Anyway, yeah, like this old lady comes into town like 2 weeks ago, like offers me, and like suggests a little bit of experiment on Petsuchos and like promises that Petsuchos will be fine after 2 weeks, but uh that's why I did it. It's not like I would actually like poison the god and like until they died.
I mean, he still did harm the god, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is a death sentence?
I didn't harm the god. I only fed him some of the um
And you never thought that whatever concoction you were making was a poison?
It didn't hurt him.
I mean, it obviously did.
Are you fucking blind?
He's kind of freaking out right now. It's like
So, so
Look,
Ani,
look, we'll keep quiet
Appa,
about this. Just help
Appa
us out
told
on this.
us we needed to find out exactly what was in the poison, right?
No. We already know that. We
I
have the
thought we
antidote.
needed to find out something else.
No, we want to find where she went.
Appa told you that you only have the alchemical ingredients. That's what she provided. You also need the magical ingredients,
Yeah.
which she doesn't know.
Oh yeah.
That was it. So maybe we could be persuaded not to tell anyone about what you did. But you need to tell us exactly what you did right now.
Is that your persuasion roll?
Oh God. Oh
You're having a
why?
nightmare tonight.
Well then,
Why are you guys letting me
that
do
sounds
this?
like a persuasion roll. You know what? You don't have to roll. You don't have to roll. Like he's looking at you with wide eyes, as if like, do you mean it? I mean, I could split that halfway if we agree to leave this behind. I can show you the ingredients. Just don't tell anyone. He's now
How
doing
about you tell us?
he's now doing a reverse persuasion on the lot of you. There's no role for it, obviously. But yeah.
How about you tell us first? How about you tell us first exactly what you did, and then we'll consider not telling anyone.
Okay.
It depends on how useful your information is.
Okay. There's something under my bed. Can you bring it out? Can you let go of the knife and I can bring it out?
No,
But
Fatima,
Tina,
go find it.
yeah.
On it.
Okay, Fatima, you go to like this is just like a big enough room. The bed's on the other side of the room, like next to the sack of money that he's been pointing at like this whole time. Yeah, you get to you pull. There's like a mat of sort under the bed, and you pull it out, and there is a circle on it. A circle made of flour, like white flour, like grain flour.
Maya, come take a look at this.
I will.
All right, so
Don't you
Maya,
move.
as you like notice, like on this mat is a circle of white flour, the like flour flour, and inside the flour at the center is what appears to be like a small, a small like a cylindrical small box, like a wooden cylindrical box in the center.
Okay.
Maya, this circle is extremely familiar, and you're not sure why. You're
Can
sure
I
this is
investigate it?
yes. Good. I wrote it down actually, like what would happen when you try to investigate it. Hold on.
You already knew it was gonna go this way. The whole kitten throwing here, the
Yeah,
whole going into
I
the
knew
mud,
we would torture a poor man.
even torturing the gold.
Yes. Wait. This was a special investigate. 1 second.
Oh,
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just roll a 1d6. Or you could roll.
1d6.
Oh, okay. Before you wait. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so this was going to be an investigate with disadvantage. So you would roll 3d6, take the lowest two. You could take from these three rolls, or you could roll again. It's up to you. I imagine
I
you
mean,
want to stay.
I've rolled a natural 1 and 2 natural 6s, so.
I imagine you want to stay with this 10 because the 10 is the disadvantaged roll.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Give me 2 general or 1 specific question.
I mean, I want to know, like, what exactly it is and why it seems familiar, I guess.
Is that a general or a specific question? Actually, wait. Are those 2 separate questions? What is it and why is it familiar? Are they 2 separate questions?
I mean, would it?
Actually, what is it?
They would be.
Specific.
They would indeed be separate questions. Like knowing
Yeah.
what it is and why you remember. Why is it familiar to you are different things. Yeah.
Yeah, then let's make it 2 questions.
All right, 2 general questions. Okay. What you're looking at is. Let me look up the name. What you're looking at is called a zisuru.
Interesting. No, not cocaine. That's
Why do I find a wanted poster here?
I have posted a link on from Wikipedia on Discord. Yeah, it's like a small page. I'm actually surprised I found it, honestly, while creating the backstory for this mystery. But anyway, it's a Zisuru. It's essentially a magical circle for performing magic from ancient, you guessed it, Sumer.
Sumer.
oh wow, I'm so surprised.
So surprised. Why do you remember this? Oh, now that's a spicier question. You saw it before. Many years ago. You don't know
Oh, no.
where yet, but you have seen it before. This was not in your book about scroll about ancient Sumerian demons and stuff. That's a separate scroll you have. It doesn't have any mention of Zisuru in it. You have seen a Zisuru before, but you don't remember where. So that's why you remember it. It is part of your memory. You don't know where that memory is from, but you know you've seen it before.
Oh, this is prying deep into my past.
And now you know what happened to your luck move. Congratulations, your luck move has happened.
Wait. Maya doesn't steal.
Oh, no,
Oh.
Maya has stolen.
Oh, my sweet,
Oh.
sweet summer child.
She stole from a dude once
Maya is
to
worse
annoy her dad.
Maya is worse than Anna. Maya not only steals herself, but she also pays other people to steal for her, whereas Anna only steals for himself.
True.
To be fair, Maya was like 15 when she stole that scroll, and she did it because she was mad at her dad.
Oh, I thought you were younger. 15 would mean you're an adult.
Wasn't I don't remember. Did I mention?
I actually don't
how old
remember.
she
I need to
was in the
look.
backstory?
Let me look it up. I have it written down.
I need to look it up too. But she was young.
Pretty much around the same age that Anna was steal then. Wait, no. Same age, different year. Yeah.
You didn't mention the age, but this was definitely before your marriage at 16.
Yeah.
So let's
she was probably
you can choose an age before that. Yeah, like any age before that works.
yeah.
5 years
Yeah,
old.
she was probably now. I did specify that she was a teenager, so I'd say she was somewhere between 13 and 15, something like that. But
Do you want to
I mean,
split? Do you
it's
want to split the difference and make it 14?
yeah, she was 14
Good.
when she stole it.
That I did.
Wait, I just noticed Annam is 171 centimeters tall.
Good for him.
1.7 meter. You're fucking huge, man.
Arabic people are very tall. Like, have you not
Oh,
seen
yeah.
like the match between Arabs versus Malaysian
Wait,
in
I'm sorry.
football?
I was
He was
referring to
giant.
myself. I'm sorry. Yes, you're not that tall. I'm sorry, you're not.
Yeah, I'm not that tall. It's just yes.
I think Fatima is taller though, right? I don't know.
I like to think I am. Just T-pose on his ass.
All right.
Okay, so
Anyway. Back in the character. Maya, you have a vague like sensation since like you suspect this is probably the same place where you stole the scroll from. This is probably where you saw Zisuru.
Huh. Interesting.
But this is a magical circle, and you know that much, and there is certainly some sort of active magic going on, or like has once happened, obviously. So yeah, like I made that. Like I followed the instructions. You can find the instructions on the table drawer.
Cool. Let's take the instructions as well.
Yeah, you open the drawer. There's a bunch of like scrolls there. Like he directs you like under that one, under that one, under that one. Yeah, and you find the instructions. It's like a very like shoddily like shoddy parchment. It's like written on a very shoddy parchment, like probably in a hurry. But yeah, there's the list. Half of this you recognize as the list Anam has, but there are a few more ingredients. Like I think Anam's list has like 4 or 5 ingredients, and this one has also like 4 or 5 ingredients. So a total of say um, 10 ingredients, 5 for alchemy and 5 for magic. And yeah, there we go. And one of the ingredients does say create a Zisuru. So
So what's the verdict on this white flower?
I think we
Maya?
should probably take all those things back to Alpa.
Should we disturb the white flower or?
What do you want to do with my phone? What?
I was like, yeah, I just wanted to, when we're bringing it, should I like take precautions not destroy the flower formation on it, or no?
Well, yeah, we're gonna be careful, but we need to somehow get the antidote, lift the curse, cure the crocodile, save the world.
just so you know, like Appa did say that she's not like good with magic, so this is probably more of a Maya thing.
Okay.
We're in untested waters right now, so good luck, Maya.
don't worry, I'll help her with a few of the alchemical stuff.
Well, let's
Oh, you'll
get
be
to
busy.
work, guys.
You'll be busy on your
Wait,
own.
what about Namru? What about Namru?
I know. Yeah, what about this guy? What should we do with him?
Honestly, he's helped us. Let's just at least honor him by not blowing his ass to the high priest.
But I thought we had a deal. Like I'll like you don't tell anyone, and I listen. I don't want to see the god like sick like this. This is um. I thought
Well,
like I thought Petsuchos, to tell you the truth, I thought Petsuchos will be calmer, more docile and than normal. I didn't expect like Petsuchos to try to slam open the gate and hurt itself repeatedly. that.
Yeah,
If I
poison does
knew
that
that,
to
I
you.
wouldn't have done that at all.
Well,
Poison does that to you.
I guess we can let you get away with this once.
Okay,
Just
but next
don't ever
time,
do this again.
next time you come here, you need to give us unfettered access to Petsucho. And we need physical help from you. No holds barred. Got it?
And if Antigone or anyone known to her ever contact you again, let us know.
He nods his head. He goes to nod his head vigorously, then remembers the knife at his throat and is like, says, yes, 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 of course.
Oh yeah, hey. Oh yeah, hey, Anum.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't move more than that. Now, one more thing before we go. If you dare tell anyone that we were here, you know what will happen. And then let's go with the knife and then licks the blood.
God damn it!
Roll again!
Yes! Yes! Yes!
I think everyone had a collective. What the hell are you? Even the cat outside the door is kind of like, what the hell?
The cat is like peeking through the door.
Oh, okay. This is
The
what
hell is he
happens.
doing
This
that?
is what happens. Like the cat is probably on the window, like staring at you all doing this, and like as you lick the blood, you realize how disgusting it is, and you spit it out. So instead of appearing like a badass, you appear like a dumbass who just tasted something awful and is like now spitting it out.
Oh god. Please, bro, please.
Let's go, you dumbass vampire.
Okay. Just remember what I said. No,
Oh, by the
Oh,
way,
by the way,
shows
can you?
hey, by the way, Maya and Fatima has probably forgotten about this, but I'm sure this is a detail Anam will remember. Like when he was essentially begging for his life and like trying to like find like an agreement, he offered to give you half of the drachma.
Oh.
I'm sure Anam remembers that.
Okay, Adam's gonna put the knife in. Now, where's the drachma?
Oh my god, are we seriously gonna do that? No, I am disallowing this.
It's money. This is
Money
my
that can
thing.
land us in jail, no matter if we are under the support of the pharaoh.
First of all, Fatima, this whole thing can land us in jail. Hell, even execute us. So,
But we're doing on a good note. Pharaoh can back us up on that. But this deal on our own accord, that will actually put us on a noose made by the Pharaoh's hair himself.
I don't care. I don't care. I want my drachmas. Now, where is it, Namrut?
Namrud's just staring between the two of you. He was like his reaction changes from hopeful and hopeless. Like hopeful when Fatima says like all these things, and he's like, "Oh yeah, they're not gonna take it." His internal voice is going, and then suddenly Anam's like, "No, I want it." He's like, "Damn it!" It's like, "Yes, yes, convince her, smart lady." It's like, "Damn it!" But so who's winning? Who's winning this? I have no idea. Like
Blood stands to roll. Are you
I
persuading
Alright,
it?
I'm prepared to go.
wait. What are you like? Okay. So, are any of you doing any like sort of thing to like convince each other like more than a role or something? Like, or is this like sorry, enough to be a role, or is this just role play? I'm good either way. I'm
This
just
is more. I think this is just role play because it's more like Anam wants to take the money, but apparently Fatima tries to persuade him not to.
Yeah.
Fatima.
I
Are you
think if it goes any worse than this, I think I will try to persuade him of
okay? Oh,
this.
okay. Yeah, Fatima. Try to persuade. Go.
Are you serious? No, absolutely not. I will kick you down. just a reminder. It's not you on this. Everyone here, everyone on the team will get hit. Will get punished.
Okay,
Here's the thing.
roll the persuade. Let's see what happens. Let's see if Annam is
Yeah,
convinced or whatever. I don't know.
Zero
you're trying to
chance.
separate
Go.
Annam from money.
Holy
Oh my
shit!
god.
Oh.
No!
Okay, no. Wait. Remember,
Okay.
no player can ever take away another player's agency.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so let me open the Persuade a
this actually?
Hunter. Hold
Where's
on.
the persuade a hunter? Where is it?
It's under Persuade
Not
someone
here.
under basic moves. Yeah.
Persuade a hunter.
Moral experience and get plus 1 point if they do what you ask.
Yes.
Okay, so it's definitely it's a carrot. It's a carrot situation here.
Yes, a carrot
It's whether
situation.
Annam. It's whether you are asking Annam, a thief that steals money for life, to not take easy money.
That
Yeah, but like
technically speaking, your agreement did you did make an quote unquote official agreement to split it with consent.
Okay. Yeah, here's what Annam's gonna say. You know what? Fatima, if we take this money, I'll give you some of it. What about that?
that is still a no because now there's dirt on me.
Okay, then I'll take all of it. You're not gonna have any dirt on you. Besides, he
I'll take
agreed
some
to
of it.
give it himself.
Are you serious? Are you serious, Maya?
I mean, listen, he offered this money is blood money essentially. Like, and he's not gonna tell anyone.
Maybe,
He looks at you and he slaps a hand on his mouth. Is like, if you don't, then I won't.
See?
fine, I'll take my chair. Oh, this is so wrong though.
Yes.
All right, he
Free money.
brings out like the drachma and he pours it out. I'm not gonna do obviously a counting thing, whatever, but yeah, it's a considerable amount of money. I mean, after all, it's a bribe to give access to poison a god. It's kind of a big deal.
Okay, here's some of it for you, Maya. Fatima doesn't want it.
No, I did want some.
Wait, what?
Oh no!
Yeah,
Now you want
I did say I want some, but
Okay.
she felt like super bad.
I want to say
How the nights have
wait.
fallen.
I want to say, Gamila, like you are laying on the bed,
Yeah.
you're getting like closer and closer to sleep as you do see Hector still like awake. You can tell Hector is awake because he's he's occasionally like moving or shuffling a bit. But somehow you get this feeling somewhere chaos is happening and you go to sleep with a large smile on your face.
I smell something good and falls asleep.
the funny part is it's not even with any other NPC. It's just between characters.
Oh my god.
Okay, all right. So this
Wait.
situation is done. You realize that it's almost like 9:30, and if you're caught, you will definitely be probably asked like unwanted questions. So, like, if you want, you can ask like a Namru to tell one of the guards to escort you, escort you safely out of the temple or something. So that way,
Yeah, when we're gonna ask him to help us get out.
Yeah, okay, all
Yeah,
right. Yes, and he's going to like go outside. He quickly grabs a bit of towel and puts it around his throat to hide the nick, the blood or wound or whatever. and he shouts for one of the nearby guards. The guard was like a little distance away on his patrols, and like quickly runs over, and like they like tell you to escort my guests to the outside. They will be heading. My business is done for the evening. Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Ah, sure. Yeah.
Where is the cat right now?
The cat was on the window while you were arguing. The cat is now like near, like you can see the cat like around, like on the same window, just staring at you all, and says loudly, "Meow."
Oh, kitty, come here. Come follow us out.
I
Adam's
think
gonna try to grab the cat.
yeah, the cat, like when you try to approach the cat, like bolts, just bolts. I can't imagine why. I don't know why the cat thinks you're going to do something bad to it. I mean, it's not like you ever threw him like a ball or something. That didn't happen.
No, cat. I'm sorry I did that just now.
Yeah, you don't want to say that out loud, but yeah, oh, okay.
Okay.
The cat. Ignoring the cat, the guard does like escort you like safely and outside the temple, and like tells you good night and stuff. The guard is very cordial and shit.
I really
Oh,
wish we actually had a cat to bring back. Sorry? What did you say, Nadine?
Yeah. So
Oh.
what do you do? Yeah.
I mean, I guess we should head back to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'm not sure where else to go because we already have all our stuff. Or maybe we should go prepare all of his stuff.
Yeah, it's going to certainly take a few hours of like preparing and analyzing and figuring out this thing to figure out a counter agent.
I'll go to the inn to prepare the alchemical stuff.
Maya?
Yeah.
Same or something else?
I mean, I think she would go to her haven.
Oh, the boat. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Anam, do you want to also go to the boat to maybe like help Maya with this or something, or do you want to do yours separately? That's also cool. Like, I'm just curious.
Here's the thing. Maya already knows what Adam's gonna do alchemically. I don't think she has the bright mind of letting him go on the boat.
Huh?
I mean, he can come if he wants to help.
Okay, and I'm just gonna like, Maya, can I just follow you to the boat to do the alchemical stuff?
Yeah, sure, but don't blow the boat up.
Sure.
Or else the captain's gonna kill you.
All right. Okay. We're going to
After you die.
we're going to montage this because the two of you are going to essentially have a montage. Is Fatima staying awake to help, or is Fatima gonna go sleep?
Fatima's probably gonna help because impending doom. Hello.
All right. Okay. One of you. It doesn't matter who. It could be Maya. It could be Anam. Roll weird.
I have the highest weird.
I said
No,
Anam.
I have
Anam or Maya.
Yeah.
Also, I don't
sorry.
think you have the highest weird.
Maya has the 3 weird as well, though.
Yes.
Uh,
Maya, because she's doing the magic stuff.
Okay, that's good. God.
Oh, actually, sorry, my bad. Maya and Anam both do weird rolls. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Oh wow, really?
Oh god, that's bad. Oh god, that's bad.
God.
Can I help her out at the same time?
No,
You're
I think
kind of
only
busy doing it your own thing. Fatima can help Maya
You
out,
know-
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah, but like, I need to know what is happening. So
No,
do that.
fuck it. I'm gonna use another luck.
No, it's fine. Fatima can offer to help. It's fine. You don't have
Yeah,
to, but you can also do that if you
Oh,
want to.
Annie. This is about her pride.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you want to use luck, you can always do that. But Fatima like could also help. That's also fine. It's up to
you
you.
could also see what I have outdone.
Yeah, I want to know what's happening first before.
Okay,
If the
okay.
Hellboy fails, then that's what's
Maya,
putting you in danger.
Maya is analyzing the magical ingredients, trying to figure out a counter agent. Anam is doing the same thing but with the alchemical ingredients and trying to figure out a counter agent. That's all. They're trying to create a counter agent for the poison to, fix Petsuchos. That's it. That's what they're doing. So yeah.
So I help by like going to the library and like, oh boy, it's a book about counter agent.
Yeah, it's not like that, but I think like you can see one of the ingredients and go to her like lots of scrolls and go through and like find a few scrolls and help her out like that. Like you can like
Yeah.
a little more involved than, oh look, it's a book of counter agent for extremely specific poisons that are very specific and targeted. Oh, by the way, did you take the Zisuru mat? Like, it is portable. Like, you can carry it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Grab everything.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So yeah, do you want to help, Fatima, or?
Well, is a help out like consensual?
Wait,
What?
it is
Okay.
consensual.
Wait. What do you mean consensual? I'm afraid.
Like the person who's accepting help needs
Okay.
to
Maya,
accept.
if Fatima were to help you, would you take it, or would you don't want the
Yes.
help? Okay. There we go. Consensual.
Okay, helping.
Consented.
Oh, what happened? Okay. It is a cool. Go.
Hey. Okay. All right. So
I have not failed in last 2 sessions. Oh my god.
okay. One second. So these are essentially like these are investigate moves, but with weird for the two of you, and for Fatima, that's just a help roll. Okay. So like both of you get to ask like one question or something like that, and yeah. And the Fatima's help certainly helps, but there's a complication of the help out or something. I need to look up.
Wait, so we can ask one question regarding what we're searching for.
Yes.
I mean, wouldn't like the question just be for both of us, like how to reverse it?
Oh no. That's happening by default, but yeah, because of
Oh,
the
okay.
research that's happening, because you are staying up like almost
Oh,
all night. You're both pulling all nighters to do this, so that's happening regardless. This is more about what you recover as information from your research hours. The research montage.
okay, so there's going to be two generic questions then.
Two general questions. Yes, one from each of you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I want to know what kind of magic, what kind of spell it is.
Okay, that's great. And Anna?
Is it possible to ask why is it affecting a god?
Oh, absolutely. That's. I was honestly wondering. Hey, why aren't you asking that question? That's like a very obvious question. Please ask that question. Thank you for asking that question.
Okay, then that's my question. Why? How is it? How? Why?
Okay.
Oh, how? How
Yeah.
is it
Yeah.
affecting a god?
I get it. Okay. So Maya's question is like what? Sorry, I forgot.
What kind of spell or magic is it?
Okay, what kind of magic is the questions are actually like related, like the answers are related. So like as you like continue throughout the night, you manage to figure out all of the counter agents, and then you start slowly like trying to you start slowly like to figure like put things together. Like yeah, hold on, we're gonna figure out what you like your rest gives you. But yeah, you start piecing things together. And eventually, Maya, you figure out that the Zisuru is no longer active. It was once used to enact the spell, but right now it's no longer active. So when you do that, I think Anam, who has been very curious what's in that wooden box, reaches out and opens the box immediately, knowing that there's like no invisible force field that's gonna cut off his hand or anything like that.
This is Anna we're talking about.
Yeah, I
What
know.
do you expect?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you've been waiting for that. I know you've been waiting for that. So now you finally get to see it. As you open the box, like the wooden cylindrical small box, there what appears to be a scale, like a crocodile scale, only not quite as big. Like it's about like slightly larger than a very large like a toe, but yeah, slightly larger than that. About say twice the size of a toe, like roughly kind of like rounded triangular shape. Yeah, but it's a scale. It's quite like it's like pale green. It's not like properly green. It's like greenish yellow inside the box. The magic is a tether. It's a tether magic. That's what Maya figures out. It's specifically it targets something. It targets someone with something they once like that was once part of their body.
Mm.
The two of you put two and two together. This scale belongs to Sobek, like the actual one. And through this tether, like the tether works in that the affliction is given to one creature. Like the magic is like it's like a sympathetic tether magic. So you perform this magic on one creature and you like connect it using this tether so that whatever pain this one creature is feeling, the other creature also is feeling that because the magic is connected through the tether. Conch happening.
It's tether magic.
Magic conch.
Magic conch!
The conch has spoken. The conch has such a great timing. So that's what you to find out. It's like this is a piece likely, like obvious, like probably, as far as you can tell, logically speaking, this is a scale from the real Sobek, somehow inside this wooden box. And the Zisuru was used as part of this ritual to enact this magical poison tether to that real Sobek. And turns out tether magic can bypass realms.
That's interesting. Huh.
It's early dawn. I think the moment you have this revelation and you finish like doing and you were like you like after you have finished like figuring out the counter agent or something, you like open this and like figure this out and you kind of put two and two together on this. As you finish, there's like the crack of dawn and it's like the like you see morning birds like starting to sound. You pulled an all-nighter figuring out how to do this. Well, this evening also Horus arrives and bad stuff happens. It is 5 a.m. in the morning.
Should we sleep or no?
I mean, to be honest, I would rather just do this all now.
I'm sorry guys, but I'm gonna have to leave for like 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. We can like
You coming back or just wait?
I'm coming back. I just need to do something.
yeah, sure. Like we can do the other two people like during then, and we can get back to your scene. Yeah. Cool. This is a great time. Thank you. All right. I'm a
I'm
dumbass.
gonna go grab a snack as well.
Yeah. All right. Okay. We're going back to the two of you. You rest. This is actually the first time anyone has ever rested mid-campaign. Sorry, mid-mystery. I need to look up the rules. Oh God. The rules. Healing. All right. Okay. Healing and recovery. Okay. Treatment. Treatment heals, stabilizes and heals one harm. Okay, yeah. Time in an infirmary is a treatment. It stabilizes and heals one harm. Okay, cool. There we go. So, right. You both heal one harm. One of you heals one extra harm because of reasons. So, Gamila is at 4 harm. And Hector is at 2. Yay! Hector, I know you said like you'd like Hector said that they are like better off, like you chose the pragmatic approach, but for some reason you did have a good night's rest, but you do wake up very early in the morning. Like you're pretty sure you don't remember your dreams, but you're pretty sure you had some pretty terrible dreams of like a mob with like torches and stuff chasing your group or something.
Sounds like the dreams I've been having through this entire campaign.
uh, Gamila, you have a very very different dream. When you like open your eyes, you're in a familiar but alien place of gray all around you.
Oh shit. Okay, so Gamila is gonna start skipping over looking for Eris.
Yep, your hand is still sore, by the way. Is like, Camilla, why? Care to explain? Like, you hear her, you look around, but you don't see her, but her voice is kind of coming from everywhere. Care to explain why you're having trouble, even with all of your gifts? Why are you having trouble, like, trouble having this one Phalakitae break their upstanding moral high ground or whatever they have?
Camilla's just gonna open her hands and shrug. Well, to be perfectly honest, I have no idea why is it he's still caring for Adam. I mean, he clearly wants to kill him outright. Still haven't done it?
I think like as you're like trying to justify yourself, she just like appears in front of you, pretty much similar to like the Sinbad movie. Just like, oh, excuses. That's all people have. It's excuses. Tell you what, why don't I make this interesting? And she snaps her finger. There. I think you'll have better luck convincing people now, but tick tock, time's running out. Better convince him to do something that breaks his code today or next tomorrow night. Maybe your dreams will be a lot more interesting. She says as she kind of like turns into this Very familiar looking sandstorm, but it's just waiting. Like she hasn't like attacked you or anything like that. Like you can still like talk to her.
Yeah. Gamila's gonna start basically checking herself. Like, I don't feel any different.
Oh, trust me,
Okay.
when you tell someone to do something, it's going to take them quite a lot to resist you.
Ooh. All right. I'll try that. And she will
Good.
look at the floor and wait for her to sit down. Actually,
The sandstorm lashes into you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the sad
your
storm.
skin is basically flayed off your body. You wake,
Again,
you
the
wake,
X6 sucks.
you wake up with a start. The sand or whatever you were saying. You appear right
Yeah.
next to Hector in the early morning at 5 a.m. ish.
Gamila wakes up screaming. Ah!
Are you okay? Did something happen?
Yeah, I think I just remember my shoulders is in pain.
Yes. Yesterday wasn't exactly the best of days. Plenty of us.
Well, well, what time is it?
Around dawn, maybe a little later.
All right. I shall we find them? I think they had fun last night. I could feel it.
If you're sure you're willing to, certainly. I mean, given you woke up so in pain and such, I didn't think you'd be up for beginning of the day so quickly, but certainly. If you're okay with heading out, we can go and find them.
Yeah, I'd rather go out and about and don't know what's happening. You know,
True enough.
I'm sure they did something last night.
What is Hector doing as like Gamela is going like to head out?
He's heading out with her. I'm going to assume, given they're not here and they didn't show up to the infirmary, we should probably check the boat before we start checking in. They might have
Wonderful.
stayed in last night, but
Wonderful. At least one player is trying to regroup the party.
And it's most disabled one.
Okay, no,
Oh.
his hand is okay. Hector, your hand is still sore. You certainly have regained your feeling, but you see that the doctor has attached like a bandage for you to put around your throat. So it's like so your hand is like leveled with the splint around your throat. But yeah, you can do that. You are certainly feeling a lot refreshed. I mean, if you ignore,
honestly, I don't indicate any feeling in the arm after it was described as the best thing right now.
Yes, okay. If you ignore the intense pain in your offhand and the sore throbbing, if you ignore that, the rest of your body feels fine. Oh, okay. The two of you head towards the boat. Is Strawn here?
Yep, I'm here.
Hey, you're back. Okay, so I think like you would like you two at the like the you three at the boat. I think like Hafiz noticed that like Fatima didn't come to sleep last night, and he probably like took a peek at what you guys were doing and like realized that you guys were researching. So I think as you like finish researching and you like like you're stretching and like probably like deciding on what to talk about, like talking about yourself. I think Hafiz probably enters with 3 cups of I don't know what they ate in the morning there, because neither tea nor coffee was discovered yet, so I don't know.
It's probably chicory.
Yeah, like some sort of a soup or something, whatever. Yeah, like yeah.
Chicory is kind of like a hot topic.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, like probably that, whatever that was, yeah. Like enters with that, like 3 cups of that. He doesn't say anything, but he just like enters with it and like looks at the 3 of you, clearly offering them to you.
Adam's gonna grab it and then go back to researching.
Thanks, Hafiz.
Oh,
You're a lifesaver. Oh.
A chicory.
Hafiz gives a nod as like, does Maya take the cup?
No,
He's gonna look at you, Maya. Like why doesn't Maya take the cup? He's like, I'm curious.
she's too busy. She doesn't even notice he's there.
Okay, good. Like he sees you that, and he takes the cup and he puts it right next to you, knowing that you will eventually like on autopilot like take it. And sure enough, I think like a little while later, you autopilot reach out and grab the cup and start like drinking without even realizing it. Unless that's like taking control of your agency, but it does sound like something he would do, or like she would do.
If she doesn't take it, Adam's gonna take it.
All right, cool. Then.
No, she will.
There we go.
She doesn't even notice it, but yeah.
Okay.
No, Hafiz isn't like Hafiz isn't sad. Like Hafiz knows like what's going on. Like he's silent. He's
Okay.
like he's electively silent. He chooses to be silent. Not like he's not like sad or anything. All right. Okay. So I think it's around like a 5:30 ish when the like he doesn't ask too many questions. He is like deep, like he's a very good listener. He doesn't comment much unless like pretty much you ask him to. But yeah, oh man, I kind of like this guy. He's like such a cool guy. I don't know why. He's just
He
like,
is mysterious.
I don't know why he's so cool. I literally have no idea.
And also, it's easy to roleplay as well. You don't even have to do anything.
Okay, it's around 5:30 when the 2 of you my brain, Hector and Gamela arrive at the boat. I think that this is also when like one of the crews is also like getting up. They quickly like have the gangway like put down so the 2 of you can come on board. One of them even asks you, Hector, hey, need a hand? Sorry, need some help?
No, it's fine. We have to deal with it at least for the next month. It's fine.
What happened? The guy asks you. I haven't even created a name for this guy yet, but I.
It's a rather personal question.
All right. Okay. Yeah. No. It's cool. I'm just gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna go clean. Yeah. And he takes a bucket of water he has like and starts scrubbing the boat. Yeah. All right. So you guys.
Okay, wait.
Oh, sorry. I took my hand off the thing. My bad. Yeah, he goes to clean the boat. Like he has a bucket of water and a towel. I guess the 2 of you kind of like head into the Haven Maya / Maya's room where the rest of the party is. You have regrouped. Go ahead. Role play. Bullshit. Go.
Wait, before we roleplay, I have a question. This is outside of character.
Go for it.
Why is a haven full of books in a boat?
Because it's Maya's haven and it's full of scrolls because Maya is a nerd.
that's on a boat in the middle of the sea.
No, the reason the Haven's
Yes.
there is because she originally had the Haven set up in Alexandria, in the Library of Alexandria, so she had all of the library things, and now since we're all traveling, the Haven has been moved to the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it also
So
I know that
it,
it's
it it
there.
also depends. Like,
so out of character, the reason that the Haven has books and things like that is because the Haven had books from a while ago.
That's true. It's just
We need research materials.
that's true. It's just I wanted to say, like, why would you have books in the middle of water? Okay, never mind. Roleplay.
People take books on ships. That's a
Yeah.
thing.
not gonna lie, this is kind of like a Flux moment. I'm sorry, Flux.
Mhm.
Anyways, what you guys up to last night? I felt some tingles.
Maybe you should get that checked out.
No, seriously. I know you're up to some,
Well,
shit last night.
Camilla, don't ask them what they were up to because without knowing, then we can't get caught up in it.
I mean, we solved the whole thing.
That's
but
a
sure.
very sound advice there, Hector.
Thank you.
Like while you two were sleeping, we were doing work.
So you said you solved it. Then do we have a way of dealing with it?
Actually, we do. We have the antidote now.
Yes.
Excellent.
How do
You've gone above and beyond. Then.
Yeah, thank goodness yesterday nothing horrible actually happened.
Hector gives you a look as if, like to say, really?
Nothing horrible that's in my standard.
Nothing horrible that anyone can prove.
nothing horrible
what he's saying
that
is
anyone could
yesterday.
do?
No, what he's saying is yesterday was also when the fucking arm thing happened, and
Oh yeah.
We're all thinking of something else.
nothing horrible happened yesterday. I only bludgeoned you in the skull, and your arm was lost, and
Okay. If this is in the role play, and I'm just gonna look at Hector and then just look down into the books and I just like hurriedly flip through the pages.
I pretty much just gonna do the same.
Yeah, there's not really pages, but yes, you can like look through the scrolls and stuff. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Keep forgetting that these are parchment times.
Yeah, like okay, like bounded books aren't that old, but they haven't happened yet. Like they will like soon enough, but they haven't happened in this particular part of the world yet. I think they're already a thing in the Roman or like northern Greece already, I think.
I know actually.
Maya, get on it.
What?
Get on it. Make some bound books.
You've already like created the that's what you were doing all night.
Yeah.
You already have the
Yeah.
counter agent. God damn it. You
We
already
just-
have it. You just need to like feed it to the crocodile. You have, I imagine, like
No.
like you have, I imagine, like a beaker or like a urn full of, or like a thing full of, the thing. The So it essentially requires like, oh, okay, I suppose I should explain like what's gonna happen. So it's like, okay, let me look that up 1 second.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that happened.
well,
Sorry.
then we can head down to the temple then and get this all sorted out now.
Yes, I would prefer to do it as soon as possible.
Yes.
Yes, but I still have a lingering question regarding the people behind this.
We'll deal with the people behind this the moment we've gotten that antidote in the crocodile.
Yep, I have this, and then like this brings like bottle or something that like puts the antidote inside.
Yeah, it was on the table, and I think like I think like as you arrived, I think Maya was just finishing up the writing the inscriptions on it. So it's like Maya finished like writing. Okay, it's not a glass bottle, just so you know, it's the wooden bottle or whatever. But yeah, like or like a pottery or something like a clay or then urn or something. But like Maya wrote down some runes, some hieroglyphic like magical symbols on it and channeled the magic while Annam prepared the concoction in it. And yeah, you have it. You just need to feed it to Persuchos, and it will all be fine. It's
Okay.
How can it be administered? Can we just get Seta to give it, pour it into the like Persuchos' usual meal?
Yep. I don't think the meal is gonna work though. I'm pretty sure. I'm just worried that Petsuchos might not want to eat it.
You do
Because if
remember
it's
how
How much?
like how messily Petsuchos was like eating like last like feeding session when you went in and somebody got their hand chomped off. Like Petsuchos was basically like wasting half the food thrown in. So you're pretty sure just trying to like offer it will likely get thrown about.
I do have
Alright.
a second question. Would they allow us to feed this to him?
Trust me, Camila. They will
have
let us go in.
I mean,
They
look,
do want us to help.
my point was that we don't need to do the feeding when he has a hand
Oh, yeah.
where he feeds it often enough.
Out of
Yeah, this time
character,
let's give it
out
to
of
the.
character, you basically have one of the temple priests on your, under the palm of your hand. They will let you go inside and feed the crocodile.
It's probably better we don't risk ourselves and let the usual purpose of the crocodile.
I was hoping to let Adam sacrifice his arm this time.
Nope, we're giving it to Setef. Don't worry, none of us are gonna get hurt this time.
I mean, I could do my job.
I think it just starts
Um,
knocking on wood immediately.
I could help by just doing the thing up without going down the pan.
There's suddenly a commotion as the voice of a young boy, like I'm talking like 10 or 12 years old young boy, like shouting, like, is this like gasping for breath and shouting, is this the boat of those like strange people from Alexandria, who are like one of them who lost their hand yesterday sometime?
Uh,
And like there's a
How
like
yeah.
does the
there's a
kid know that?
there's a quieter response, and there's like yeah, I have a message for them.
Okay.
I
So we
think
Someone
can
goes out.
I
like
don't
the
think
five
we
of
can
you.
get in.
I'll head out. So
Yeah, I think like whoever of you heads out like sees this like really scrawny little kid just like gasping, like they clearly ran a long way to get here. Presumably from the temple, because the message they deliver is one that suggests that. The message they say, okay, you weren't in the infirmary. Serious news. You have to come to the temple right now. I have to go talk to Setif. I have to go find him now.
What happened?
The Lord broke the tunnel. Just now.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
now. The Lord is free
Lord?
in the Lake
He
Moeris.
broke.
I have to go. I have to go. Go
He's
to the
out.
temple. Go to the temple. And he starts running like, like running away. Like the gist of the matter is the crocodile has escaped right after you
Mhm.
left the temple and is loose in the Lake Moeris.
yeah, so it's
That
not,
lake is gonna be.
we shouldn't be going to the temple. We should be going to the lake.
All right, we're
Yeah.
running now.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Running.
pack your
Let's
things. We're
go.
running now. We're running.
Wait, who's gonna bring this? And it shows everyone the urn.
You're already
You
holding
take
it.
it. You're already holding it. Let's go. Let's go. Hafiz. Hafiz. Calling
Okay,
out to
let's
Hafiz.
go.
Hafiz looks at you. Yes, Hafiz looks at Fatima.
We need your help right now.
Hafiz turns and his eyes are now on the weapons he usually carry, which I don't remember, but you do remember, like the sword and like.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you say yes or no?
Only if you pet them. Like, or make them blunt instruments or something.
Yeah, he nods and he like quickly, and he nods like that was also a quiet nod, but then he sprints, and you remember how fast he can sprint. He just runs inside like his room like rapidly and brings out a bunch of like clothing and starts wrapping the like spears. Like you wouldn't expect like his usual like from his usual grade that he's so like fast. Fatima knows. The rest of you wouldn't expect that from his usual quiet,
All
calm
right.
gait.
So, meet us at Lake Nearest. It's next to the temple. Go straight to the boat. On that. Just go straight across the temple.
He gives you a nod. Yes.
All right, let's go. Let's bounce.
God damn, this NPC, he's like so efficient.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. He's the NPC we all want to be. Okay. All right. Yeah, so where are you going? You don't, the lake is huge. I have posted a picture in chat like a while ago. I need to scroll up to find it, but if you can find it, it's a huge lake.
Is this
Is
the
that
lake?
not?
The one,
Oh, 1 second, let me.
or is this the lake?
Is it this one or this one?
Or is it the whole, like the whole water, basically? Are we in a lake, basically?
Wait, are we literally on a delta right now? This entire island? If it ends up that it escaped to here, I'm gonna be so cross.
Like, we could very well be in a lake.
Yeah, and this is just a delta. What's a delta in? I guess it's just delta.
Yeah.
I mean, a delta is when you exit out into the ocean, isn't it? So it wouldn't be a delta; it'd just be a bunch of islands in a lake.
I only know delta from maths.
No, it's a geography thing. It's like
The Lake
when
Lake Moir
Yeah.
is essentially the
We are in the
entire
lake.
two connections leading to Nile, the river Nile to the right. You see the picture in the Discord. The main Nile River goes towards the right. The one portion of the river comes towards the left and goes into a large lake. The lake is essentially the Fayum Oasis is part of the lake. Crocodilopolis,
Yeah.
the city, the town, is essentially built inside the lake as part of the oasis.
The question is where, or we don't know where the croc is within this whole lake.
Problem.
Yeah, no, I was going off the little drawing that was done.
yeah, I thought that was like worse, but no, that's I'm
no,
very cross now.
We are in Lake.
You
Can do
are
this Resident Evil 4 style.
you are surrounded by the lake.
I started to get the feeling that was the case when you said the lake is huge.
Which incompetent bastard let him out to Lake Mueris?
The crocodile himself.
The kid said that the crocodile bashed through the door. You know, something it's
and
been trying to do for the past 12 days.
Nobody stopped him.
I like how the crocodile's been trying to bash through the door for 12 days and no one thought, you know what, let's put some more reinforcements behind the door.
Wait, what makes you think there hasn't been reinforcements?
No, what makes it so that nobody is actually? No, I'm pretty sure somebody was guarding the link as well.
No, I meant like nobody reinforced the door. Reinforcements
Yeah.
means like help live
I'm
out.
pretty sure they reinforced it.
It happened at like 5:30 in the morning. Half the people weren't even up.
No, I'm saying over the 12 days.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
you will find out if you go okay, out of character the door has been reinforced. Your characters probably don't know this, but yeah. Or I think the
All right.
characters like might know this because like synopsis might have said that we had to reinforce the door.
Alright, let's
Point being
head
that,
in that direction anyway.
are we seriously going to do this Resident Evil 4 style, where we have to fight a lake monster with harpoons?
No.
Remember the decree that hearting the crocodile is a death sentence is still in effect.
I know what to do. Can I use alchemy?
A lot of you
In a
have things you can do. Okay, out of character. One of you have hunches. One of you have woman with the plan. Like you have many things that you can do to figure
We just
out
need to be there. Start
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah, let's get there.
Right.
We don't know what's gonna happen until we get
Okay.
there.
Let's
Can
go,
I-
lesbians.
can I-
Let's go.
Can I try and trust my gut to find where we should go?
Absolutely.
can reinforce it.
Do it.
Here's the issue, guys. We know we need to go to the lake. We don't know which part of the lake.
That's what I'm trying to find out with trust your gut.
Oh shit. Okay. Is this the first time you use trust your gut?
Second time I used it in the lycanthropy mystery.
Oh, very nice. All right.
That was long ago.
Yeah.
All right.
Haven't really had any like particular thing I felt I needed it for.
All right,
This
no,
is
it's
very
it's
much,
cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right. The keeper will tell you a general direction to go, a general thing to do. Take +1 forward as you explore that lead. Remember the +1 forward. I'm going to forget immediately. I've already forgotten. Okay. You're pretty certain it's heading towards the center part of the Fayum Oasis. Like it's probably heading northward because that's where the bigger part of the lake is. If it escaped, it's likely not heading for the Nile. You suspect. Your gut tells you it's gonna head for the lake and not the Nile.
All right. So let's skip the temple entirely. Just keep barreling past. We're going for the fire oasis.
Very nice. Okay, you are essentially. How are you doing that? Are you using your boat because you do have a boat, or are you going by like land?
Boat will be quicker.
Is this gonna be like that movie again?
I don't know.
But if he sinks our boat, we're fucked.
It's a crocodile, unless it's like suddenly like grown like 20 feet or something. It's not going to be able to sink a
Don't
like.
jinx it, don't jinx it, don't jinx it.
Are you
Your
sure?
boat is certainly larger than the crocodile.
Are we certain though? Or is this just blind confidence?
I mean, it's larger than the crocodile was yesterday.
Let's just
The
use the
boat.
boat.
Okay. The last time you saw the crocodile, the boat was definitely much larger than the crocodile. If Fatima honestly thinks that the crocodile somehow increased in size via supernatural means, like that without any indication of that ever happening, that's up to her to think. But yeah.
Alright, so alright, so I guess we're gonna head out. I guess stay up.
Yeah, we are.
So are you heading to the temple,
Should
or
we
are you
get on
like
some
skipping the
lifeboat,
temple
or should
entirely
we
and
just
like
use our own boat?
heading into the? Are you
I like
are
the
you
boat.
heading to the temple, or are you skipping the temple entirely and heading into the lake?
Skipping the temple entirely.
Yeah, I think we should get.
Okay, so it's like
And you are
like
using
something that
crocodile.
you are using the boat, correct?
Sure.
Alright, so okay, I read something that you have to go to Lake Mueres. I thought it was this part right here.
Oh no,
Guess
no.
not.
Okay. I put a picture on Discord. The text is not where the Lake Moir is just. That's just where I put it because it was most out of the way. The entire
Yeah.
water body is Lake Moiris. Like the entire water body. Like if you put your hand over the letters Nile, the rest of the water body connecting to it is the lake.
Yeah. That's a lot of
Yeah,
cover.
yeah,
And even fun.
yeah.
And here is where I want to use my alchemy.
Okay.
I mean, like once we get on the boat
You are
into
on the
lake
boat.
thing.
I think like you quickly raise the alarm and Captain Conifer immediately shouts into action like, get up! Get up! We have an emergency! Everyone up on the you up on the crow's net! Stop scrubbing! Get to the main sail! And like shouts like, get to the oars! Get to the rudder! Just shouting orders immediately, and like the boat, like within like less than a minute the boat takes off.
Damn.
Yeah, that is like really fast response. Like Captain Canifer is just shouting orders left, right, and center, and Hafiz is wrapping the thing. But like while he's doing that, he's also like helping with the sail and stuff. That yeah, go.
Oh, in that case, then Adam's gonna do alchemy to make bait.
Very nice. Okay, roll weird science alchemy.
Oh. Off.
Can I help out? Maybe.
Well,
What
we
do
anti
you
combat,
do?
right? Does it need to have always a sidekick? Or that thing,
Wait, what?
that move? I can.
Nobody
Does
has
Gamila
a...
still have that?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
I mean, I guess I could try helping out.
Anam, do you?
I've
Oh,
probably
okay. Strawn, do you want the XP or do you want the success?
keep in mind I might still fail. Like the chances are good.
You know what? I am. Oh shit! This is actually a really tough call.
XP.
No, I'm gonna ask for help.
Oh, are you sure you don't want XP? Okay, who's helping? And how?
What exactly are you doing again?
He's making bait.
Okay.
Oh God.
I guess that's something maybe either Camilla, as someone who works with animals, could help, or Maya,
Pretty much anyone
who
can
has.
help. Like pretty much anyone can help. Just like say like yeah.
Yeah, this is just Adam needing like another set of hands. That's all.
Yeah, Gamila will help.
Awesome. All right, Gamila, roll
She's
to help out.
gonna. Yeah. That.
Cool.
What was I was going again? Cool.
It was cool. Yes.
An 8. Yes.
Yay! All right. You don't get XP, Adam. You don't get XP.
I'm good with that
Damn
because I
it.
know you're gonna pick one of the horrible requirements.
Oh, of course I would. And not just a horrible requirement. On a miss, I get to do a keeper move. And keeper moves include monster moves.
Oh no.
Okay. Gamila, you help to prepare this. Take your ingredient choices. Your option choices, Adam.
For my choices, it would be okay. So loading.
We are going to like wrap this up quickly because I don't want to fast forward, but it might take like probably not an hour, but maybe like 40, 50 minutes. Is that cool with everyone?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Requirements. Pick one requirement. I'll pick the other. Let's just go quickly.
You need help.
Beyond the hunters on your team. Okay. Whose help do you need? Do you need Setup's help? That's fine.
I need Hafiz's help.
Okay, yeah, sure. Hafiz can help you finish it. Okay, cool. It won't be very reliable.
Should it be set up with
Oh,
suspense over?
it will be a bait, but you're going to need some more like assistance in like for the bait to be. It won't be a reliable bait, but it would be like a good bait, but not just reliable. Okay, moving on. Okay, so I imagine like you're grabbing some of the fish and stuff that are in storage in the ship storage and like using that to like prepare the bait, right?
Sorry, the what?
The fish in like captured like caught fish in the ship's storage. The ship has a storage of food, obviously.
Yeah, probably fish and a bit of meat.
Yeah. Fish, meat, that sort of stuff. You're making a bait. Are you like doing something with the antidote, or are you like still keeping it on you, or are you like mixing it in the bait or something?
The issue is if I mix it in the bait, it's gonna dilute with the water.
Oh
so
yeah.
no.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you for not doing something dumb. All right. Okay.
He's dumb in doing criminal stuff. Okay.
Okay. All right. It's almost ironic how you became a criminal. Anyway. All right. I think you bypassed the thing and you kind of like Hector, you have this gut feeling that this is this way, and you kind of direct Captain Conifer to head that way. Through basically where the text of the word Fayum Oasis, the Y and S are. You're going through that canal there, like that large canal there, northward. Because you suspect that's where it's gone. All right. Okay. So yeah, like as you're like some distance away, you hear like there's a cry from the crow's nest, and it's like contact straight behind us, small vessel.
Wait.
So, like, are we all like running to the back? I guess.
Yeah, like you don't have to run to the back. You can just like look backwards because the boat doesn't really have like tall like walls or
Yeah.
anything.
Not that big.
Yeah, like yeah, if you're not careful, you will tumble overboard. So please be careful when it's speeding. Anyway, you look backwards. It's Setiv on a small boat. Sure enough,
He's rowing.
he,
Rowing.
he, he is he's actually doing something weirder than rowing. It looks like he's not just rowing, he's like it's so weird. He has the boat sail like wrapped in one hand, the rope wrapped in one hand, and he's rowing with that hand. So he's like both rowing and using the wind to like double speed towards you.
This guy being the driver.
Ingenious, I just can't see
Yeah,
it.
he's
But
like he
it's
almost
nevertheless amazing.
yeah he does like
Okay.
he is slightly faster than you, mostly because he's lighter. Like his boat is very light, so it just like skims over the surface, and how he's like rowing it, and how he's like doing the thing, and he's pretty soon able to come side by side, and he quickly comes to a stop. Like, well, not a stop. He's just like going alongside you. Hey, I heard the news. Pitsu got free.
Yeah, we're going there.
Do you see him from up there?
No, not yet.
Okay. So what's the
Trying
plan?
to
What's the
bait
plan?
him.
He's shouting.
We're gonna bait him, and we're gonna throw this antidote.
Oh, excellent. That's a great plan. Nice. Okay. Let's go. Let me know if you see. I'm gonna go up ahead. Like, unless you
Okay.
suggest anything, he's gonna like go up ahead. Unless anyone like suggests anything.
I'm gonna say don't go up ahead. You may end up getting caught up in something. We should stay close together.
In fact, why don't you just get up on our ship?
Your vessel doesn't look like it can handle a crocodile.
Oh, I can handle Petsu.
You can handle Petsu normally, but if it's aggressive due to this infliction, then I feel like you're putting yourself in unnecessary danger.
Oh, hey Hector, roll that persuade.
Yeah.
Persuading Steve Irwin.
Persuade Steve Irwin to not wrestle the crocodile.
Go. So we had
Oh wait,
isn't
I
that a
forgot.
negative for
Oh
this?
wait, I forgot. Gamila's like the downside. Gamila, you get covered with a lot of blood, and while like setting up the bait, your body
Yeah,
is kind of
Oh.
Gamela
leaking.
is yeah
Yeah.
having fun.
Does this count as taking? Do I take the +1 forward as we explore that direction? Can I get out on this or no?
Interesting. No, I don't think not this particular one. It will help you finding the crocodile if you want to like try to roll to find the crocodile again, but not this one. Sorry. You do
Oh,
have
no,
a +2. You got this, man. You got this.
I have a +1 ongoing for manipulate someone because I'm still following the code. That
Oh
says
shit,
+3.
Fad, you're right.
I was just thinking if I could get a nice +4.
You do not. This is a innocent, and you don't want them to get hurt. That is following the code. Okay then. A critical average.
What?
I don't know why I love saying critical average when it's a 1 and a 6. All right, okay. I think like you at first realize it's not working, like you're not really convincing him. Then you have another idea. You say if you get injured, it's your wife who pays the price or something like that. You remind him of his like wife, and he's like, oh, okay.
No,
Yeah, probably.
I know what I'm going to say.
Oh,
I'm going
go-
to say, if you get injured, who's going to care for Petsu and get him back to the temple? No one can care for the crocodile quite like you.
Oh, that's a perfect.
That's actually true. That's actually completely true. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Yep. You know,
Care about your wife and child. Think about the crocodile.
Hey, listen. Just because he cares about the crocodile doesn't mean he doesn't care about his wife and child. That would have also worked, but this also works because it's Steve Irwin. Setiv agrees. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna row alongside you because I think it's better that both of us it might be harder for like if we dock my boat up on your ship, it might be harder for me to get it set up again. So I'll just go alongside you. So he quickly takes
Stay close.
he quickly takes a rope and sends it up to you to like connect it like to the boat. So like he's gonna stay alongside. So he doesn't have to row quite as hard.
Given I'm currently down to one hand, I'm going to trust someone else to tie that,
Oh
right?
yeah. Like you can tell
And-
like anyone on like there's many crew on the boat. They will
yeah.
like immediately like take the rope and tie it accordingly and like yeah.
Throw it to the guy with one hand.
All right. Okay. Yeah. You arrive at the Fayum Oasis Channel. You don't see the croc. What do you do?
I think it's time for your bait.
Is the bait ready? Is my question.
Oh yeah, it's ready. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically Gamila is just playing with it.
How bloody is Mila right now?
You don't want to know.
Half of her is covered with blood.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, throwing Gamila in the water may have the exact same effect as the bait, but you know.
Yeah.
Unnecessary
Tempting.
sacrifice. Goodbye, Camilla.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay,
you
I'm gonna toss this.
okay. You toss the bait in the water. Hmm. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no, I
What
did say it
happened?
won't be very reliable. Okay. Okay. Good. You wait. Setiv is like very much on guard. He's just like looking around. You now have actually two people on the crow's nest. One of the, like there are crew all around the ship, like peering their eyes out. And Captain Canifer is also there. Keep an eye out. Even like if you see any crocodile that's albino, just let us know. And like some of the crew like shouts, "That's a crocodile!" And immediately another one, "No, you idiot! That's a green crocodile. No, we need a white crocodile." Don't you know anything? That sort of like, I think I see him. No, that's just a bird. And yeah, about 10 minutes or 15 minutes go past. Nothing.
Can
What do you do?
I use my guardian? This time. Just like this time like come on, we're so close. Just like Fatima just whispers that to herself.
Oh, oh,
And
oh,
then like the guardian lends its power.
oh. Roll weird.
One weird go. I haven't failed yet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Um, let me look at something. 1 second. Okay. The way we're going to treat this is a persuade roll, and this is basically a weird modified persuade roll. So this is a 7 to 9 outcome. They'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. What
How does she do it?
what is Fatima doing to show that she means it in a way that not directly addressing this creature that she has that she does not know she has? Who is she praying to, I guess?
I guess it's like how do I say this? She's kind of like, come on, we're so close to this. I just want to get back to looking for whatever was that out there. Is that so hard to ask?
No. What do you do to show that you mean it? What do you do that you show that you mean
I don't
it?
know. I don't know. It's a persuade, really. Didn't know.
No, I mean role playing wise.
Yeah.
We are treating this as a role play, like mechanical wise, we're treating a persuade. Like you are, like
Yeah.
Fatima is trying to persuade whatever she thinks is trying, like like who does she think she's praying to? This is obviously pray. So what is she like? Who is she praying to? Think about like that. Who is she
Yeah.
praying, and how is she?
He's just throwing a prayer out there just for anyone to answer it. That's what she's doing.
Okay, so how does she show that her prayer is like genuine? Like how, like what is she doing to show that genuineness?
Okay, so like on this perspective of someone looking at her, she's probably like just like holding her hands in a prayer like formation, just like heads down,
Mm-hmm.
eyes closed,
Mm-hmm.
just praying for something to happen.
Yeah, no, I get that. See, it's like, what are you doing? Sorry, just praying, like you need to show that you mean it. Like just saying isn't
Flood.
meaning it. That's all.
Kneel.
How does it?
Sembayang. Kneel or sembayang.
I guess okay. Does kneeling help? I guess so.
Uh
So, nak kena ke sembayang ni? Aku
it's kind
lupa.
of like it's kind of like really weird.
It is very weird because there's
Yeah.
not much you can do about
Yeah,
prayers.
like it's like really weird because like Fatima doesn't know about it yet. That's the problem. Fatima doesn't know that she has this. I think like whatever, like you're not sure what happened, but you get this feeling that like something will happen, but then the minutes go by and you're still praying and nothing happens. Does anyone else do something?
Um,
Do I know
You
that
know what?
something's out for me?
I know what to do. Adam's gonna grab a knife
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna cut his hand
Okay.
and he's gonna drip the blood in the water below the boat. Does that work?
I mean, you can do that. Whether that works or not, we'll see. We'll see. Anything else? Anyone doing? We are going to like continue quickly. I just want to know if there's anything else anyone doing. Also, Anam,
no.
take one
No.
harm. Take one harm when you do that.
Okay. Looks like Adam's already on the ground.
He's actually unstable right now,
Actually,
really.
yeah, like it doesn't make
He's
sense for you to
unstable.
take harm because that would put you into unstable, and there's just no way you're going to go unstable by just cutting your arm. So I guess you don't take harm. That's just weird. I guess. Wait. Your amulet. Amulet. There we go.
Yeah, my amulet.
Yeah. Go.
Ah,
Explained. All right. Okay. So yeah. You. Yeah. The artifact, the amulet, it protects you against the thing. So yeah, it has used up its recharge though, so it needs to charge again. But yeah, okay. Anything else anyone doing? Like we will like continue on this, but like anything else anyone doing right now to aid this like appearance of the croc?
Is the bait attached by rope or anything, or is it just did we just throw it in the water? What does it look like? What is the bait take? What does the bait take the form of?
The bait is like a ball that has like fish head sticking out of it.
Is it
So, yeah.
like stuck on a piece of rope, or is it just like floating in the water, spreading blood everywhere?
I was thinking originally I was thinking like it'll spill blood everywhere.
No. Is it like tied to a rope, or is it just floating there without tying to a rope? That's all. That's.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be tied to a rope because it's like
Okay, good.
an anchor or
Oh,
something.
okay,
Yeah,
good.
because I'm gonna sort of move it about then.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. I think all of these added does do something. Like Setev is like, hey, Anam, you should stop that. Stop that, Anam. Stop dripping your blood. We got company.
It might help. Oh.
Yeah, we got company. Setev says and points towards the approaching three very regular crocodile.
And I'm just gonna go back, like go a few steps back.
Like
get a bandage, Adam.
Yeah, you are like say 5 feet or 4 feet above the water, but it is a height a crocodile can easily jump.
That's why Adam's gonna go back a bit.
Yeah.
He's not gonna stay at the
Yeah.
side.
It's the crocodile's children.
Okay. And I think that's when there's another shout from the crow's nest. There's actually two shouts from the crow's nest. Like right after Setev points that out, there's a shout: "3 crocodiles left side!" And like immediately, like everyone notices the 3 crocodiles approaching. strange looking light in the middle of the day, straight north.
Strange looking light.
The
Wait,
word
what?
starboard and port hasn't been invented yet, so I can't say that, unfortunately. Yeah, I know what starboard and port means. They just haven't been invented yet. But yeah, so I'll just use left and right. So yeah. Uh, but
I'm
yeah,
sure there's a word for it though.
yeah, they probably have a word for it. I'm sure. I just don't know. Anyway, and I think like when like says strange looking lights, I think Fatima's the one who has that sudden feeling, and she looks up from her prayer and she sees very similar to those floating like entities she saw in the water those many months ago on the Nile, on that still strange water surface that she's not convinced was part of the Nile yet, but similar to that. Basically it looks like a flying jellyfish of sort. It's small, it's tiny, it's like flaming, this like bluish green flame on the distance, and behind that, Fatima, the water is moving as it's heading towards you. You don't see anything yet, but something just underneath the water surface is heading towards the ship.
I saw over there. It's coming towards us.
All of us is gonna go to that side.
Yeah, I think Setev immediately like shouts at the crew to cut me loose, cut me loose, cut me loose, and the crew quickly like gets a knife to cut the rope loose because it's too not cut the loose, like release the connection, and Setev quickly wraps the rope in and grabs his boat and starts like paddle rowing or whatever he was doing, sorry, row sailing that he was doing, and like quickly dart out in front, like out to the north. Paddle, yeah, kind of, yeah, like he's not paddling, he's rowing and he's sailing at the same time, row sailing. Okay. As the thing, like as the light show gets closer, you can certainly see the white shape underneath the surface of the Nile in the morning light as the sun shines on it
So
from the east.
given we know we now have an idea that Petsu's probably to the north, I'm going to like grab the rope with the bait and like pull it round to the side with the three crocodiles on to hopefully distract them with the bait while we deal with Petsu.
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay. Oh boy. I don't think there's a role here. You just do that. I think there is a shout from Setev, and he shouts back, "It's Petsu from the north."
Finally.
I am gonna release the rope with the bait and send it like basically try and send it towards the crocodiles.
The three crocodiles that are approaching. Okay. Why don't you act under pressure to do that?
Okay.
Let's see.
Can I use my +1 forward for this?
I think
Should
so.
be.
Yeah, I think like otherwise like you're never going to use it, and that feels like bad. It's like kind of marginal, borderline, but I think just go for it. Holy shit!
It doesn't matter, but
Nice.
Good, you're
It
not
doesn't
using
matter.
it.
Okay. You think of releasing the bait, but then you have an idea. You quickly like roll it back up by the rope. You release the rope from the bait and you throw it as far as you can with one hand towards the trio crocodile. You manage to like drop the ball of meat right between right between them, and they are quickly distracted successfully by it doesn't explode, but it does like spray a bit of blood around, but it doesn't really explode. It was tied pretty well, but yeah, the three crocodiles that were approaching the boat is kind of distracted by this for now. for the moment. You have some moment of respite. Okay. You have a Petsuchos heading straight towards the boat. You have a flying, strange blue flame wisp thing that nobody knows what it is, except one of you, probably. And you have Setiv in the water, kind of, yeah. What do you do? What do you do? Sorry.
All right,
Okay.
combat ready person, go.
No.
I mean, I
And I'm
feel
gonna
we-
scream to Setev actually. Make sure his mouth is open.
Setiv stands up on the boat. He has little boat, and I think the rest of you realize what he's going to do. As it looks like
Oh, no.
Petsu is going to swim right past him, and all of you realize what he's about to do.
Oh no. Captain, hurry!
How far is he?
I think like Captain, like if you like direct Captain Kanafar to approach the crocodile, then you could be like near him very quickly. He's not very far. It's like 20 meters ish.
Oh, that's not far then. Okay.
So yes, to
Then
like
I guess
clear
you'd
up,
be going towards the.
to clear up, Setev is aiming and planning to jump on Petsu's back like yesterday.
Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to jinx him by giving him a +1 forward.
Oh wait.
Wait.
Wait. Let me look at the jinx because I keep forgetting the jinx.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Or just yeah.
Okay. You want to jinx him to get? Okay. Just so you know,
Mm-hmm.
there is no point. First of all, you cannot give an NPC +1 forward.
Okay.
Second, it's not in the options. Second of all, NPCs have no stats and they don't roll.
Okay.
We've been thinking. I think Gorilla has been thinking like that guy's an actual PC.
He's Steve Irwin. He's played by Steve Irwin in spirit. Okay.
I mean, you could have it be like, even though it's not, they don't make rolls. Like the +1 forward is still sort of representative of increasing their chance of doing whatever. It is
Yeah. Like there are options under Jinx to like allow that. Like she could interfere with a monster to allow an NPC have a better hand or something. Like she could certainly interfere with like Petsuchos or something. But yeah, like what is everyone
Yeah,
else doing? Like
But the thing is,
does
I might mess up.
okay, does anyone want to do something before Setev jumps? Like perhaps to stop him or something.
No, he can do what he wants to do.
He's not looking at us, right?
You can
He's
shout.
looking at the. There's not much I can do about this.
You can shout. Like he's not far away.
Yeah.
20 meters. It's
Yeah.
early morning. There's not enough traffic. There's usually
Yeah.
traffic.
Gavina's gonna shout
Mhm.
and basically tell him, if you fall off and you land in the water, we can't save you. You're gonna die, and you're gonna make your wife a widow.
Oh fuck! You don't have to roll for that one. That is a persuade you don't have to roll for.
Wait, can Adam also say something here?
Yeah, sure.
After Gorilla shuts up. And if you are going to jump on him, make sure he doesn't move much.
Well, he's bigger than me and in
That's
water.
great.
I can't really stop him from moving. Do you have any ideas?
We could
No.
bait him towards the land.
Do it. Then do it.
You don't have any more bait.
Is Petsudo looking straight at me?
Petsu's still
Or
underwater.
us? Okay. Shit, I just need a line of sight.
You're saying moving towards land. I'm pretty sure crocodiles are still very, very fast and dangerous on land as much as they are.
Yeah.
as well.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not sure how
yeah,
much
they-
that is going to
yeah.
help.
Well, at least we're not drowning.
They're
Yes.
worse in water.
Crocodiles
Yep.
are extremely powerful on land. They are worse in water.
Water.
It's not that they're bad on land. They are absolutely not bad on land. They can chase down a human almost. Not quite, but almost.
Yeah. But in water,
Can-
they're just. Sorry?
Can I see him underwater?
No, you can see his like skin, like from above, like right under the water surface, but you don't see like like you can see him partially.
The
underwater.
body.
Yeah. You can see his
Yeah.
body, but not like not entirely because he is moving first of all, and it's like underwater.
Gamila is gonna grit her teeth, remove her clothes, and say, and not all of it, it's just the jacket, and say to Anam, I might fucking faint sooner or later, so be ready. And she's just gonna try to lift the face up. Just the
Wait,
face,
no,
because
go.
Petsudo is way too big.
You're using telekinesis to lift the crocodile's face. Okay, now we're talking. Roll telekinesis. Yes.
Oh, damn.
Oh damn. That is badass. Okay,
This is some
that is
X-Men
badass.
Phoenix shit.
That is badass.
That's so weird, right?
Yes, that's a weird.
Yeah,
you,
it's
you have 3 weird, right? I don't know.
I'm gonna die. Oh, that's an 11.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit. Okay. Take your options. From the
Telekinesis.
from the list under basic moves.
From the list.
Yeah. Hold on.
I could basically keep it under control,
Yep.
and I would like to not get harmed.
Remember, you do have the hex outcomes in addition to this, so you can choose from that also. One of them can be from there also.
Sorry, where is that?
On the hex moves, your hex.
You open that up? Sorry.
When you use telekinesis as well as the normal effects, you may pick from the following: target contracts a disease temporarily, target immediately suffers harm, target breaks something precious or important. I guess none of those apply right now, but yeah.
Yeah. I would like to suffer one less harm and basically keep it under control.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good because that one harm would have put you on like unstable.
Yeah.
Okay, you like as everyone approaches, I think like the I don't know what Fatima is doing regarding the wisp thing. So we'll go to that immediately. But Petsu's body kind of slows down as his head breaks the water surface and lifts. Are you trying to open his mouth too? You can consider that part of your control.
Yeah, if you would.
Okay, yes. He's like Petsu is struggling, certainly, but some unearthly force permeated from Gamila is holding him in place. And Setiv like is encouraging you, yeah, go, priestess, go! Use your weird powers!
Shut up! Do your fucking job!
Okay, alright. You open Petsuchos's mouth. Setiv shouts at you and antidote! Antidote!
My question is it close enough for me to throw it at the crocodile straight away?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, then I'm just gonna throw the antidote.
Oh. Roll act under pressure,
How's it
please.
throwing arms? How's it
Oh
throwing
my
arms?
god, if you mess that up.
Someone's gonna have to jump into the water.
What the fuck? This is
I
the
don't even have to do something.
with the
Three,
minus 1
two,
even. Holy
1.
shit.
I'm rolling this.
Oh my god. Can I help out? Can I send Cloud Doggo to help carry
Okay. 1 second, one
the
by one.
antidote?
Anam, do you want the XP or do you want help?
I swear to God.
I want to use luck.
Or Anam, do you
Okay.
want to use luck?
Oh,
That's also up to you.
yeah,
I
he
want to
just
use luck.
You just said luck.
Oh, you just said luck. Sorry, I missed it. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Congratulations, you've used your luck. I need to mark that down.
I am scared of the next session. Oh no, I already used up 3 luck.
It's fine.
What happens if you mark all 7 of your luck?
Oh, I get to do
Doom.
bullshit things at you constantly. Like constantly.
Well, what could possibly happen if we've already met the villain of Anim's story?
You have not met all of them.
Oh, are you sure that those are the only people Anam has pissed off?
Oh
Yeah,
my
you're
god.
talking
You
about
mean,
Andam here.
you mean we get more potential allies? Hang up.
Okay. It is possible to meet allies. Remember, the last luck move is the reason you met Appa. So Appa doesn't hate you.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, but she did throw something at me straight away.
Yeah, but that's because that's how she is.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not because she hates you. It's just because that's how she is. She's an insane granny. She has to behave like one. Okay. Well, the luck is amazing. So you think like you slip? You slip on the like. Okay, remember when you had a cut in your hand?
Yeah.
And you like took it back on board. There's a lot of blood like that has kind of pooled on the floor, and also from Gamila's like playing about with the blood. You go to throw the urn and kind of miss, and you slip, and the urn goes flying out of control. And here's the fun thing where it happens. So the urn's contents are like comes out. It's like how do I say this? It's like a loose dough of sort. It's like not liquid. It's like a loose dough, and it goes flying. And I think that's when this like ball of flame, this floating jellyfish like thing, Fatima, you see it. This ball of flame just goes like quickly goes over, like floats over, and kind of bonks the roll of dough, and it lands right into like Petsu's mouth.
Oh, lucky.
Yes, lucky, isn't it?
And I ain't even the one using the luck. Huzzah.
All right, that's what happens. So, Gamila, it's entered Petsu's mouth. What do you do? You're still holding it open. It is part of your control. What do you do?
Yeah, Gamila will close his mouth
Mm-hmm.
and look straight at his face and
Mhm.
say, "Swallow."
Oh shit! Okay, let me look at your new move.
Roll
1
that
second.
luck. Roll that luck.
New move?
Roll the
Oh yeah,
dice.
she
Oh
did
no,
take a new
that
move.
doesn't
Roll
count
the dice.
though.
Roll the dice.
Gamila, that doesn't count for the non-normal non-humans.
Oh, okay.
It only counts
So
for
it's
normal
not going
humans.
to. Oh, so if that's the case, she's just gonna hold it shut.
Okay, yeah. Just hold it shut. Roll another telekinesis to hold it shut as it swallows it.
Oh no. Oh, you have 3, Matt. 3 weird. How better?
Oh my God.
Someone help. Someone help.
Those that are magically
Holy
inclined. Would you
shit.
please?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's
Oh
helping?
no, Annie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help out.
How are you doing that?
I want to see whether the
Maya can also
urn
try
is
to
going.
help actually.
Oh,
I mean, if you have an idea.
Yeah, like what is Anam's idea? Because Anam just did something and he just slipped. So, like, what is your idea?
I was just thinking that the urn would hit back on the crocodile.
Oh yeah, but you don't get to control that though.
I'm using the luck for man.
No, that's luck. Luck has already triggered. No, it's not the moment of truth from masks where you have control of a scene. It's just one roll. Okay. Okay. First of all, one by one. Janine, do you want the XP or do you want someone to help you? Help Camilla.
How? Okay. Now if something goes horribly
Oh
wrong.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to help, but do you want an XP or not?
We're talking about Camila here. Give me a second. It's
Yep.
so hard for me.
Camilla is on the brink of being unstable. Just keep that in
I
mind.
know,
Yep.
but
She's gonna be unstable. Don't worry.
oh my god, I'll just get the XP.
Oh no.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Take the
Oh
XP.
shit. Bam. Oh shit.
She's been told to do something.
This is not gonna go well.
Yeah.
You think?
This is the perfect role though. Okay. As like Gamila kind of like what basically happens is that as Anam falls, he trips into Gamila and Gamila loses control and Gamila falls on top of you.
It always no.
It's always Anam. It's always him. It's almost like karma hates you or something.
Okay, if that's the case, how is Adam still alive?
Oh, okay. It's karma still likes you enough to see you suffer. Okay. I don't know. Okay, there's no karma. I'm just like enjoy messing with you. Anyway, okay. The crocodile immediately goes to open its mouth, and Setup's like, no, don't, and Setup jumps onto Petsu's mouth and grabs it shut. Gah!
Oh wow, no.
Maya, this I don't know what you're thinking, but Maya, this may be a good time for a magic or something. I don't know.
The question is, does Maya even want to help?
I think Maya doesn't like Maya does want the crocodile to eat the antidote, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the antidote is in its mouth at the moment.
It's trying to open its mouth. Setiv has basically clamped onto its mouth and it's trying desperately to keep it from opening its mouth. it's not working, but he's trying.
Can I
You can do something,
conjure
Fatima.
up some restraints around
Oh,
its
absolutely. 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 Like, yeah, Fatima can also help. Like, if you can think of in-game ways, there are like multiple ways to help. Like, you can like use a rope to catch the crocodile. You can use a lasso. You can try to throw one of the padded spears that Hafiz has made. There are literally an innumerable number of things Fatima can do. If you're not doing them, that's on you, though.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Maya to do her thing. Everyone's doing that thing. I'm just waiting for my time.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Maya, roll use magic. Let's see how that goes. We're seriously almost done. Goddamn. Oh my god. Okay. Choose your effect and glitch.
I want its mouth to stay shut, to basically be bound shut.
Absolutely. Choose your glitch.
Yeah. Glitch. Ha ha ha.
Do you want to transmute setup into food or something?
Huh?
Transmute setup into food.
No, she already chose the effect. Now we want the glitch.
I need to choose the glitch, but I'm not sure. Like,
You only have 5
I'm
options.
saying it's of cooperation would probably not be good for us because then it would wear out.
Yeah.
and it would just split out, so that's out of the
Mhm.
question.
Mhm.
The effect of weakened is also not gonna help us much.
Mhm. Honestly, the
Oh
best
god.
outcome, the best glitch is to take one harm. So take one for the
Yeah.
team and let the magic
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, I mean I'm good anyway. I haven't taken any harm so far.
All
Yeah,
right.
Fatima and Maya are the only two that doesn't have harm.
Yet,
Technically,
because
Talon is harmless as well.
so you are taking that glitch, right? Taking one harm, ignore
Yeah.
armor. All right.
Yeah.
Take one harm, ignore armor. Okay. How do you think the magic works? I have an idea, but if you have another idea, go for it.
I don't have a specific idea right now, so
Do you want to, okay? Do you want to waterbend the water, or do you want to give Setiv extra strength?
Ooh,
yes, I want to water vent. Let me water vent.
Congratulations, you are
why did nobody
tentacles,
thought to water
tendrils
vent?
of the water come out and wrap around the mouth, sealing it shut.
I have a suggestion.
Maya, as Gamila is struggling to get out, she kicks you in the shin and you fall to the ground. That's your one harm.
Two
Wait, what?
chaotic
She got
people.
slapped? She got slapped?
She
No,
got kicked
No,
in
she
the
got
shin.
kicked.
How? She got kicked in the shin?
by me while I was trying to stand up.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, we have Appa, we have an air-bending creature, we have a water-bending creature, we technically have a fire-bending creature.
Wait,
Actually, no,
fire
we killed
bending.
that one. Never
And
mind.
hey, just so you remember, you used earth-bending to trap those grave robbers in the that cave behind Bastet's
Yeah.
temple.
I'm the avatar, bitches.
You are the my avatar.
Mavatar.
I'm a Skywalker. You're an avatar.
yeah.
You're the my avatar. Here's the fun fact: my avatar is like a valid word in like Vedic Sanskrit. It
My
literally,
avatar.
yeah, my avatar. Yeah, it's a thing. All right. Yes, pretty much yes. Congratulations. You hold it down. But you fall, but the magic goes through. And Setiv is like weirded out where this water tendrils coming from, but he just goes with it and he holds it down, holds down for dear life. And the croc is just like wildly shaking and just dipping its head in the water, trying to stop the tendrils to stop. But it's like it's water. Water in water is going to maintain the lock. And eventually it just slowly comes down as the thing processes and it enters. And I think it just like as all of you get back on your feet and like like as all of you get back on your feet and look ahead, and like a little while later Setiv kind of like let's go. You good now? uh and I think like as the creature, the pet switchers becomes calm, I think the magic of the water also like realizes that there is no offensive magical effect anymore and also dissipates. They were short duration anyway. And yeah uh I think like Setiv kind of looks at like Petsu and reaches out and like rubs his like head, and Petsu kind of gives like a vigorous shake, like he likes it. He's okay. He's back. Petsu's back, and he gives him a hug again. Only this time. He's okay. Oh, it's good to have you back. Nice crocodile. Um, hey, Petsu, can you take me to my boat? And you see, like, one of the three crocodiles have already appeared next, and this it's like, I'm good. Petsu, just carry me to the boat. Just carry me to the boat, buddy. And like he just directs. You're not sure how much Petsu understands, but Petsu kind of like goes in the direction Setev directs, and Setev gets off on the boat. He's like, okay, buddy, just follow me. I'll take you back to the temple. Come on, buddy. Come on. And yeah, he has Petsu follow him back towards the temple. I'll take him back to the temple. You guys you're coming with, or
Sure.
okay?
we need all things for this.
Yeah, I'll just go on ahead. Since I have to go through the tunnel, why don't you just meet me like in the temple? Yeah, and he's gonna go on ahead. Speeds up ahead. Petsu can easily keep.
I'm just gonna say at this point, Adam is already like sleeping on the floor of the ship.
Captain, is there Jackal's piss?
Okay, Fatima. As it goes, you turn to address the captain, you meet face on with this floating jellyfish, like right in front of your face.
Oh. Hello?
It
He helped me.
when you say hello, like do you like wave your hand or something?
Just like, yeah, I guess so.
As you wave your hand, this floating jellyfish waves a tentacle at you.
Aww.
Heck yeah.
Now you're making me jealous.
I mean, I understand why Maya is jealous. She can't ever see Cloud Doggo react. She can only
I'm not jealous. Cloud Doggo is super
No, you're right. You're right. You're not jealous. You're envious. Simpson taught us that.
No. Like, whatever. I have Cloud Doggo. Cloud Doggo is cool too.
Yeah.
But is he a flying jellyfish though?
No, but him being invisible is great because no one can see when I do shit with him. It's awesome.
All right.
Like I can do gay and do crime and no one's going to notice.
Okay, I imagine
I'm gonna
this
execute this in character.
this conversation is partially out of character, partially in character. Okay,
Yeah.
fuck it,
It's what we're thinking inside our heads.
Yeah. All right, so
everyone's doing the How I Met Your Mother psychic talk right
Fatima,
now.
you realize that like this creature, like you realize you felt this exact presence ever since that encounter, and you realize this creature has always been here next to you. Everyone can see this guardian. Yes, everyone can see this flying jellyfish. I don't have a picture yet. If you can find a picture of a flying jellyfish, like a glowing, flying, flamey jellyfish, just yeah.
I guess like I don't know if I can get a reaction of it in words, so I just kind of bow to it.
It also tries to tries to do the same gesture. It kind of fails. It just like moves. Just moves in the same direction and like yeah, and kind of like goes invisible. Like when Fatima is like, where are you going? And it immediately turns visible again. And then Fatima realizes this boy can turn invisible and visible at will.
And it's probably sentient, so. Why am I saying probably? It's definitely sentient.
Envious.
Definitely sentient.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
I believe you. Gives you his squinty eyes. I believe you. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's I think we can like do a quick like time skip. You arrive back at the temple and you see like as you arrive at the temple, you see like in the enclosure like it's not like there's been like a rope ladder down, and there's like a lot of people in the enclosure, and they are just like, like it's all the priests, like including Namrud. He's like staying at a distance, but he does appear relieved that like Petsuchos is back. And you also see Tahiri is also there, like she's also inside the enclosure, and she's also like they're all using the Nile soil, the silt soil, the holy soil, to like to rub over Petsuchos, because Petsuchos hasn't been bathed in 13 days, and finally he's being like treated like a god again. And he is very much enjoying this. You don't He's not wagging its tail, because that's a dog thing and crocodiles don't do that, but it does appear very docile and enjoying the attention. And I
Can
think
NM be
like
one of those
as like the
spectators?
5 of you arrive, I think Anhur the guard meets you. Oh, there you are. Setiv told you helped him heal our god. He's here. We're all like bathing him. Go. He's
Shall we?
like they're waiting for you, and you do see like there's a lot of ladders going down, and yeah, and like
Mm-hmm.
there's kind of we just end it at this like snapshot of you guys just leaning down from the enclosure, maybe some of you going down the ladders, and all of these priests and people are just happy and just like happy that their god is back, their god is well, and everything is right in the world. And
While you're going down, Camilla's like, I'm gonna suffer later.
you're gonna what?
Suffering.
Suffering.
I'm gonna suffer later.
Oh yeah. No. Okay. So we're gonna end today's session and this mystery. This mystery
Okay.
is over. We will have a post mystery like thing, not today, because today we're already gone like a long time. So this is when you return, and we're like you're all like we're going to do a little bit of a mid mystery. You know those mid mystery interlude things we have. We're going to have interlude 5 or interlude 6, whatever number interlude this is, where you're going to deal with the fallout. Well, so it's like you're going to have another discussion with Setev, you're going to have Ammeres thank you and stuff like that, and you are also definitely going to have another visitation from Epopios, aka Set. Yeah, I just call them interludes. Yeah, I just call them interlude number. Yeah, in interludes. But yeah, like the last interlude did had a name. It was the Memphis Mafia. We might have another interlude name the coming session. I don't know. Something related to a god, I imagine. But yeah. Okay. Okay. That's it. We're going to do the end of session thing before I forget. So go.
Yeah.
Just gonna have to open it up.
Yeah. One second.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's at the top. Okay.
So
So did,
yes. 1, yes. 2,
Wait. Let the GM
yes.
read.
3.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
No, actually no.
Did
Okay.
we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes.
Yes.
We literally prevented the
Yes.
end of the world.
You also saved a lot of people that Petsu was likely going to eat.
Yeah.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
That the whole tether thing
No.
can cross
No, but you already learned that.
Tether
though. You
magic.
already learned.
No, you didn't
and
know.
affect
You didn't
No,
know
we didn't.
the exact nature of the magic. Now you know.
Yeah.
Did we learn
and that
something
it
new
can
and
affect God.
important about one of the hunters?
Yes.
Yes. Of
The
course.
Guardian.
Good. Oh, we also have to discuss the Sobek scale in the box thing.
Oh yeah, about that.
Oh yeah, about that. So yeah,
Oh yeah, we're keeping that as a memento.
we all get you all get 2 XP.
Nice, I love love.
Yeah, level up.
All right, so let's see. Let's see.
This game was a lot,
Gamila is
two
at 3.
sessions.
What?
Maya is 1 away from leveling up at 4.
Oh my god, no, I don't wanna.
Hector is at 3. Anam and Fatima levels up.
Nadine, if you
Levels
want
up.
to donate your experience to me, I wouldn't say no.
Can she?
I
Is that
would.
possible?
How many things do you have?
Oh wow, strong. That is perfect. Damn.
I'm pretty sure I'm the person with the least number of improvements.
Okay, Fatima only has 2
Maybe
level ups. Anam has 6. So Anam can certainly take from the bottom row if you want.
I think this is my 7th level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, this is my 7th level up.
Yes, this is your 7th level up. Yes, and this is Fatima's 3rd.
Yeah, that was because
I'm actually going to stop recording because I'm not sure how my laptop's going to survive. So just stop the recording. We'll continue talking still. Okay. Thank you for tuning in to session 30, which was kind of exciting, kind of revealing, kind of cool, kind of I don't know. We'll see. Tune in next time on session 31, interlude something or something, where the team discusses the fallout of their findings. Many, 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 many findings. Tune in next time on Mysteries of the Sand.
We had so much shit done to us.